Having some issues. How's it going there, Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures? I hope you're still here. I it never fails. Like the second I want to start streaming, something always goes wrong. Like either my internet starts acting wonky or what. I don't know. But yeah, without fail, every time. You know, hang on a second. I am pulling up my live on my other so that I can test my video stream. Yep, got some volume. All right, you heard that. All right, so hello, kids. How are we today? I have picked up some of these DC Mattel figures. I'm still waiting to see the drops about all of the new collector collector line, but this is their core line. So like this is kind of like it's sort of like these Motu figures, right? They're made sort of for kids, but they have far better articulation than the vintage figures that we had in Masters of the Universe, right? Or like even say a Powers line, as well as like this is probably a little bit less like cartoony and a little bit more comic oriented rather than being kind of like larger Spin Master figures that are the 6-inch ones. Because McFarlane, all of a sudden, now that he has sports properties, now they know what a 6-inch figure is, which is ridiculous. So they finally are. McFarlane Toys is finally making some 6-inch figures, and I've got a few of them on pre-order, so I will definitely talk about those here. But these Mattel 6-inch figures are fantastic. But here's the weird caveat about these. This is that core line, right? This is limited articulation, but it still has good articulation. And from what I can see, the sculpts and everything are fantastic. We got another one back here. What happens when these two have a baby? Oh, we get the Jokerized Batman. That looks freaking cool. Okay, so we're gonna open up all three of these today. Just because it's Saturday, I'm procrastinating on cleaning up my basement / toy room, and I needed a little hit of dopamine today, and this is gonna be it. And hopefully, you guys will join me, and I can joke around with you guys and have a good time. Please feel free to comment in the comments section. Say hello. Tell me what you think of these. Have any of you guys out there that are watching right now? Have any of you guys picked this up? These are pretty hot off the press. They've been I want to say they've been in stores for about maybe a week, maybe 2 at the most. I know a lot of people found them earlier on like the East and the West Coast. So in the Midwest, we're just now kind of getting these, and I'm sort of excited. And yes, I know my channel is normally Motu and Masters of the Universe stuff, but I also collect G.I. Joe classified series. I also collect some Ninja Turtle stuff, Ghostbusters. Love me some comics. Picked up this one today. Let's see, what else did I pick up today? Oh, I just grabbed a couple of them today. I got this D&D one. This looks pretty good, actually. I'm pretty excited. It's a #1. But yeah. And then I got the lithograph version of the #1 Lobo. I probably won't collect the whole entire 4-part series, but if I have a chance, I will. But I'm not going to be seeking it out. I just like the cover of Lobo. That looked awesome. I was like, I gotta have that. So that'll go into the comic box for storage. I'm gonna read it, but so yeah. How is everybody today? Hopefully you guys are all doing great. It's Saturday. It's a wonderful day outside. Actually, out in the Midwest, what do we got? We got 78-degree weather. So it's warm, but it ain't crazy, right? It's not crazy. So that's good, right? Like we're doing all right. What I will say is that I love these I think that they look great. I think that Mattel is coming out the gate already, kind of doing some things right. Um, I think that I'm really excited. Like, if this is what their core line, less expensive line is going to be, I can't wait to see what they're going to do with the adult collector line. Like, I've already seen a couple of shots here and there, and they look pretty decent. Um, so I don't know. We'll see. I suppose it's going to be all about the reveals. I think that's going to be happening tonight too. I believe Comic Con is doing like a lot of DC and Marvel stuff tonight, so you guys can like catch that, check it out. Look all over YouTube, and maybe even hit the San Diego Comic Con website. They might have some live streams coming directly from their website. I haven't really dug around on there. I will say this much: I did not get the one exclusive that I was hoping to get. I completely slept on it. Forgot to set myself up to pre-order it. That would be the Jim Bro Skeletor. I am so sad that I did not get the ability to pre-order it. I hope that after San Diego Comic-Con, there are some available, maybe through Big Bad or Entertainment Earth. I hope. I really do. The second I saw Skeletor in the Jim Bro outfit in the Masters of the Universe movie, I was like, oh my God, they better make that as an action figure, and I need it. And I missed it, and I'm sad about it. I've had a rough week, so this is going to be my little fix of dopamine for right now before I start cleaning. And I'm glad that some of you have decided to join me. Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures. Bill, you got a new logo, man. I like it. It looks pretty good. It's a little bit more neon in there. I dig it. I'm enjoying that. So all right. So we're gonna. I don't know. What do you guys want to start with? Should we? We're not doing Jokerized Batman until the last. So it's either Batman or the Joker. Anybody? Anyone? Comment in the chat below and make a vote real quick. What do you want to see? You want to see me open up Batman, or should I open up Joker first? I mean, we're going to open up both of them, so I guess it doesn't really matter in the long run. But yeah, we're. What do you want? Somebody tell me. Somebody say something. And so help me God, if somebody comments with quote unquote something, I'm just going to open up whatever I want. Yeah, there's been some really nice releases for San Diego Comic-Con. I've seen quite a few really cool drops. Some of the Motu stuff has me a little perturbed, but I think I'll talk more about that and save a lot of the Motu talk for Tuesday, which is when we do Motu Tuesdays. We're going to open up some Masters of the Universe figures on Tuesday. I got a couple. We still have a few from the animated series that we have to open up, and I've got a ton of Masterverse figures that I still have not opened up that we are going to look at on Motu Tuesdays. But that's Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. But yeah, nobody's going to tell me what, there's plenty of people popping in and out of here. Nobody's going to tell me Batman or Joker. Which one? Which one should we open first? Batman or Joker? Anybody? Anyone? Anyone? All right. All right. So I'm gonna mix them all up here. I'll mix them all up, and I'm closing my eyes. So right now I have absolutely no idea which one I'm putting my hands on. And that's perfect. All right. So, is that upside down? Yeah, that's upside down. All right. Proof that I'm still not looking at it. I'm going to go with this one. Oh, it's Batman. All right. So we're going to open up Batman. I did that the most haphazard way possible. So let's take a look at this package. New Batman action figure. There's your barcode. it's a little sad if you're like if you're a post, you know, like if you keep your figures on card and you hang them on posts and stuff. Having all of this barcode crap in the front is kind of disappointing. Like I understand folks that don't open their action figures, and I get it. Like I understand it's artwork, and you don't want to mess with it, and it's pristine, and maybe you want to sell it one day for a bunch of money. I get that. I totally get that. But you know that's not how we're going to be operating. Uh, and the super villains, which is funny because this is not. He's not a super villain. I don't. Did they? Did they maybe? I don't know. Maybe they gave him the wrong artwork or something. Super villains. Okay. The nefarious DC supervillains never rest, always scheming and plotting. Their vile pursuit of crime and chaos wreaks havoc across the world. Superheroes beware. This has absolutely like what? All right, maybe it's a packaging error on Mattel's. I don't know. But here's all your other information, and they've got a barcode down here too. Why was the barcode necessary in the front? Like you, Mattel, you guys ruined this, like the decor ability of this. Like, although they did do one thing really right. This is plastic backed, right? So the hanger is plastic backed. So if you do want to have it on card and hanging on a peg somewhere, you're going to be less likely to destroy that hanger over time. And I think they did that on purpose. I don't think it was just a quick little add-in. I mean, I think they knew that some people were just going to want to keep it in the box. I get it. Honestly, I probably would have kept it in the box and kept sitting around waiting for their basically their Chronicles line, because like that's what it is. Like that's how, like the way that they did He-Man, they did the Chronicles line and then they have their core line. Well, this is the Mattel DC Universe core line. They have, I believe today is when they're going to be revealing the collector line, which should be pretty interesting. I kind of can't wait to see what they've got to offer. But yeah, this should be kind of exciting. And these are the other offerings that they have out right now. I have seen the Flash. I have not seen Robin on a peg. Although I hear that Robin is smaller than Batman. Thankfully, they got scale right. They understood the importance of that. And B, they've got enough. They don't have enough of Robin. That's the kind of the sad part. He looks good though. But yeah, I've got Joker. I've got Batman. I've seen the Flash. I have not seen Robin, and I also have the Batman that laughs, or the Jokerized Batman, I guess. So we've got those. Looks good. I'm kind of excited. You know, these look like they have pretty decent articulation, and this is literally my first opportunity to check one of these out. So we're gonna pop them open. Oh, here, let me zoom back out. There we go. We're gonna pop them open. I'm gonna talk about these details. I'm not gonna keep any of this packaging because honestly, that's not something I need to save, and I've got better images of Batman than this. So, oh, that's interesting. Okay, so they put the sprue in a separate plastic piece that's on the card. So we're going to take those out. I'm not going to lie. I don't like the fact that they're giving us stuff on a sprue. I don't like it. It annoys me. We got this in the bottom. I'm not, like, I don't know if that's supposed to be a stand or something, but I guess we'll find out. And we've got some descriptions, some explanations on inside. It looks like you plug the sprue into it. Weird. All right, so this is trash. That is the garbage that my action figure came in. And here's my action figure. And it's weird. So they glue this there. And here's what's killing me that they do here. I mean, I could be, maybe I'm wrong. Okay, so one, No cape on the tape. Let's not do cape on the tape, all right? Come on, Mattel. We've all said this before. Collectors do not want cape on tape. Or tape on the cape. No more tape on the cape. Please, no more tape on the cape. All right, so I like how I just threw Batman down. He's like, oh. All right, so let's move this stuff out of the way. We're gonna grab my old turntable and play some music. No, it's not. It's not that kind of turntable. Sorry. We're gonna pop him up here. Ooh. And I mean, like right away, like he's real solid, like nice and stable. Like I can't complain too much. Belt just kind of popped right off. It's interesting. I like that. I like that you have that option, but I don't know if that was necessary. I mean, who's been like clamoring for? I really need to take off Batman's belt, bro. It's not cool. Like nobody's been doing that. I don't know. Maybe somebody is somewhere. Definitely not me though. All right, and then I'll come around, and he's got like little spots on his belt. It looks like those are places where we can put things and stuff. And then he's got a hole in his back, so we're assuming that maybe there's things that he can attach to his back at some point. We don't know, but there's also a hole in the cape to give you access to that, and there's some run marks right there and so forth. So this looks to be like that kind of fabric that they make t-shirts and stuff out of that always like gets snagged and whatnot. That may be a bad thing. That might not be a great thing. His neck doesn't move, but his head is on a ball peg. Let's see if that pops off or if we're gonna break our joint. So he's got a dumbbell that moves. It's not a stationary dumbbell. I don't like it. Like the Motu core figures have stationary dumbbells, and because of it, they have absolutely no range and motion in their heads. It's a little disappointing, but Chronicles makes up for it. I'm not by any means going to be a 100% collector with the core lines either. I may pick up Superman, but I don't think I'm really going to go balls to the wall over the core figures. Although, I mean, I'm not going to mince words here. This is kind of fucking awesome. Like he is. He's kind of fucking awesome. He's got some fantastic looking sculpts. I'm not sure why they decided that he needed these suit lines. I guess maybe to keep him from being too plain. It doesn't bother me that they're there, but I don't feel like they're necessary either. But I mean, hey, cool. We added a sculpting touch to it. I would have thought they would go a little bit more generic for this first time around, but hey, decisions. It's all right. We all have them to make. So real quick, let's zoom in. We'll talk about his accessories after this, but I want to really quick take a look at his articulation because we already talked about the head and the neck. The cape is a soft goods, cape, which is great. I mean, normally you don't get that in kids' toys. I don't have a lot of faith in the fact that these capes are going to hold up, though, because if this is coming out of the box with run marks in it already and like spots that maybe need to be steamed, I mean, steaming it could help. And it's probably glued down, which it looks like. Yeah, and I don't want to pull in it too hard, but it's definitely glued down. I'm not confident that I could get that off without destroying it. So I mean, like, if anybody out there decides to do something for it, and you know what, this belt just keeps coming undone. That's not cool. That sucks. Like Batman's swinging, and all of a sudden his pants come off. Oh, not good. But okay, so like he's got some decent arm articulation. And real quick, I want to pull on this arm just to see. No, okay. So these are not like Motu figures in that they come apart. There's no swappability with these, it looks like. He's got a basic twisting 360 waist. This also does not come undone like Motu figures do. That's okay. It doesn't need to. Uh, he does some decent splits. That's not bad. It's not a drop down or anything. Not that I expected it to. This is a, I think these are what, $13 or something like that off of the shelf. The color of the number 7. Try it. What? I don't know what the heck. My screen is asking me to start a stupid poll, and it's giving me suggestions that have nothing to do with my channel. Shelf of Screams. Hello. How are you doing? I usually have a shelf of Motu or G.I. Joe, but I do have some horror figures. I got some like modern horror figures, and I do a lot of the Universal monsters. Actually, I did all of the Jada ones for Halloween last year. So if that's your thing, Shelf of Screams, check those out. Let me know what you think. Give me some comments. I'm also waiting on those. Since you are obviously a horror fan, I'm waiting on the Universal Monsters 3¼ inch figures. Yes, NECA. I definitely have plenty of NECA. I've got some. I've got some. I've got a Frankenstein NECA. I've got a King Kong NECA. I don't have like I don't have any of the modern horror. Not a lot of the classic horror. Not that I dislike modern horror. Some of it's great. That Terrifier is not only is that shit gross, but it's funny as hell. So I don't know what to say about that. But yeah. I like classic horror. I'm real big into like I love Svengoolie and Elvira, the classics. So I've got some stuff out there. If you check it out later, please. If you just happen to come across the channel today, I don't know if you've already been a subscriber, but yeah, I'm trying to show these guys off because this is a big deal, right? Like McFarlane is not going to be doing these after, I think it's after next year. He's got no more figure rights to any of the DC stuff. I think it'll end sometime in the next year. But yeah, these are pretty good. It's solid. It's tight. You like McFarlane? I'm sorry if I'm dishing on it. I'll say this much for McFarlane. Way back in the day, McFarlane was the bomb, right? They made some of the best, highest quality, most amazing articulated figures ever, right? But nothing has changed with McFarlane since then. I've got like a Batman and a Superman and a couple of other McFarlane figures. And what I always find that annoys me about them is that they are hard to stand. What do I got? Also have the entire set of Vox Machina figures that they came out with. I have some Avatar figures that McFarlane Toys did as well. And the thing that I constantly run into with any of my McFarlane figures is that they're like, you have to use the stand. You have to. I haven't had a single McFarlane figure that I can't get to stand on its own. Now, having said that, I've got a couple of McFarlane figures on pre-order, but they're sports figures, right? So he's doing 6-inch figures now, but he's doing them with sports figures. I think if he started to do more 6-inch figures and got rid of them pins, he'd have bigger success. I think the quality of the plastic that he uses is kind of shoddy too, but that's my opinion. The sculpts are fantastic. Shelf of Scream says, "Yeah, I have some Avatar, and they don't stand." I know, and that's like the sculpts are usually really artfully done, right? Sometimes I think there's too much detail in some of them, but it's like you're complaining about it not being just right, right? So it's just my preference. I was very happy when Mattel got the DC property. I really want to see what the new collector versions are going to look like, because I think that's really going to make the huge difference here. And I think that that's what's really going to matter in the long run for Mattel taking over this property for however long they have it. Who knows? I mean, Mattel's like that. They, or DC is like that. They'll hop from place to place. I mean, look at Marvel. Marvel used to be with Toy Biz, right? Now they're with Hasbro. So it happens, you know. Properties jump from hands to hands, but if you give them a chance, maybe they'll come out right. Who knows? I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. But anyways, so continuing on about the articulation here. So he swivels at the elbow, right? We've got that swivel. He's got a better than 90-degree bend, right? So usually what you want more than 90 degrees, and that's why you end up getting those double jointed elbows. But they're making it almost happen here, right? That's almost good enough, especially for a $13 figure. Not bad. Not bad at all, right? And this swivels, so you do get better range of motion out of that. He's got hands that are on horizontal rockers. They would be a vertical rocker if it bent like this, and they were pew pew hands. That's what I like to call them, pew pew hands. It's a good. It looks like a good figure. Yeah, I think so too. I honestly think that these are gonna wow people. You know, this is gonna be a good thing for a while. Um, as long as they don't do 10 million different versions of Batman and completely forget the entire DC roster, I think they'll do okay. Um, it's a chunky boy too. Like honestly, I feel like if I held this next to my the Batman, my McFarlane Batman that's like this, that looks like this, close to the same weight. Like this is kind of it's a very solid, nice premium soft rubber, like or plastic. Yeah, I like the classic suit too. Shelf of Screams. The blue and gray has just always kind of hit me. There's something really cool about the black suit too. Like I'm not denying it, but this has always been my favorite. Right? I don't diss on the black suit Batman, but I think that this one is more of my favorite. It harkens back to like when I was a kid watching the old Batman series with Adam West. Um, Granted, this looks way better than Adam West ever looked in that suit. Not to bash him, man was in shape. It just back then in shape looked a lot different than today. you know, that was like when Christopher Reeves, like everybody was like Christopher Reeves really bulked up and really like put on a lot of muscle in order to do Superman. But yet Superman from the Christopher Reeves era doesn't look like he's that built or jacked. They like those spandex suits did them no justice whatsoever. Um, but I mean, he was trim enough to pull the suit off. So everyone needs a Batman in their collection. Indeed, I agree. I agree. I like Batman. Batman has always been one of my favorite DC superheroes. We used to in an old place where I used to work. A few of us used to have like the comic book debates. We would be like, all right, Batman or Superman, and clearly every time it would be Batman is going to beat the shit out of Superman eventually. He may stumble a few times and he may or he may lose a couple of battles, but the war between Batman and Superman, I think honestly will always be won by Batman. Just because Batman is highly intelligent and because Batman is he's okay with doing some immoral shit if it calls for it. Superman's kind of a good boy. He's a scout. Like I'm not saying like Superman I love too. So I'm not, saying that Superman is a wuss or anything like that. It's just Superman takes the high road. Batman's okay with taking the low road sometimes. You got to watch yourself around Batman. He ain't always on your side. I know the black suit feels more better now. Yeah, I think people are kind of digging it. There is a black suit Batman coming. It's pretty much the same exact thing. It's just all black. Uh, I wish I wish they had done like what they did with the old Batman toys from when I was a kid, like back when the Batman movie first came out. Like you could fill up the Joker with water, and had like a thing where you could squirt. Or I think it was something you plugged into his back. I don't remember exactly how the toy worked, but I remember there was a Joker figure that could squirt water from his flower, and then Batman had like his belt, like the front of the belt came off and was like a grappling hook, and you could pull it and retract it and all that stuff. I want to see that in some of these figures. But I'm sure that kind of stuff they'll reserve for kids, which is this line. This is the kids' core, toy line. So we come down to the boot, and they made an aesthetic choice over articulation, which I'm not necessarily going to say it's a bad choice, but I know a lot of people are not happy with the fact that there is a lack of foot articulation. They could have made up for that by giving him a little bit, and it looks like, oh, maybe there is some boot. Oh, there is a little bit of boot articulation. I don't know if that's intended. Oh, hey, there we go. I got it to spin all the way around. I don't know if that boot cut is intended or not. Uh, a thigh cut, which is great. I hope that's not his hip. His hip is up here. And that road to problem. Does he do butt kicking? Self butt kicking. He's almost there. He's almost there. He gets close. But yeah, double jointed knees, which is I don't know. It's so funny. Like they gave him double jointed knees, but not double jointed elbows. Like and no articulation in the feet. Okay. One thing that I hate that happens to my figures is when they get all wobbly and loose. Okay, so I'm going to say this much, and I'm assuming you've been collecting for a little bit. Uh, Granted, that is an assumption, but when that happens, you can kind of do a reset. It doesn't always work out great, but if you drop them in hot water for like a minute or two, I think you want to have the water at about 200 degrees. Drop them in hot water. It's the whole pull them apart thing, but that can sometimes also reset the joints for you too. So like over time, things kind of expand and move out of the way. That might have been what happened with some of that. But I have plenty of figures that have gotten loose over time, and I know exactly what you're talking about. Sometimes the water trick helps. There are also, for those out there who are not in the know, there is, what is it called? Joint goo or something like that. There's this stuff that you can actually buy that it's like a sticky, tacky kind of substance that you can like use a little dropper of and put in there. And then you can work it around and it'll make the joint tighter and stickier, right? There's his butt. I always like to show everybody the booty. I don't like it. I don't. And this is for real, and this is genuine. I do not like it when toy makers do not spend time creating actual like anatomy. Okay, like if you're not going to give them a booty and you're just going to give them a little round butt like this, he's got a little bit of a butt crack. There's not much to the gooch, but there's a little tiny bit of a butt crack. I mean, damn, like there's even some detail here too. Like this is nice. It's not bad. This is actually I am happily surprised at the quality and value. I guess if I have to equate it to something, I'm pretty happy about the quality and value of this figure. Like I do some quality control stuff, and I do some quality technician type work. And looking at this figure overall, so first off, there aren't a lot of paint apps, right? So there's not a ton of mistakes with that paint, or like lots of paint slop that you get with a lot of different figures. But we'll zoom in here, and right here on his chest, there's a little something. So we'll go around the edge of this paint, right? And it's not perfect. I mean, look at that. That's a little sloppier on the edge, but I also zoomed in. Okay, so like if I pull this figure off to the side and I look at it with my eyes, I can't hardly notice this that's going on there, right? But I can see it this close. He's got like a different colored set of lips, and it looks like his eyes are printed on. I'm assuming that's the LCD printing that they use. That's pretty neat. I definitely want to see how they do that. I would love to see some videos on that. I've seen a few videos of how sometimes they do like this weird stamp painting, but that is not. I don't think that's the method that they use for these. These are printed on. What would I say? And I'm assuming you meant what? What would you say is your favorite DC character? My favorite DC character. Um, ah, man, that's a tough one, right? Because like, there's a few characters that I freaking love the heck out of in DC. I, honestly, my favorite two are Superman and Batman. I love Superman. I've loved Superman ever since I was a kid. You know, the Christopher Reeves days. Batman is almost equal footing. Um, that's my favorite A-lister, right? My favorite B level, I guess, would be like maybe my ultimate favorite like is probably Lobo. And I'm not just saying that because he just recently appeared. Like, I have loved Lobo for a long, long time. Lobo has always been one of my favorite DC characters. uh, I haven't read the majority of his comics, but just in looks and appearance and what he, his whole story, the fact that he got kicked out of hell and heaven is just, it's great. Like, those are fun little tidbits, right? Like, you're just like, wow, this guy is messed up. So I would say Batman. Darkseid is another personal favorite character of mine. I love the heck out of Darkseid. Um, but yeah. I'm I and I know I might lose you on this one, but it's Shuffle Screams. But I'm definitely a little bit more of a Marvel guy. Spider-Man has always been my all-time favorite superhero. My second all-time favorite is the Silver Surfer. So you just got a Lobo Funko? Nice, right on. Yeah, I mean, Lobo's all over the place. Like I showed earlier in the beginning of the stream, I picked up issue one of a four-part series that they're doing with Lobo. This is the lithograph cover, so it's a little bit more expensive, but it's definitely worth it. Throw it in the box, collect it, maybe sell it later, maybe get a signature on it from somebody somewhere. I don't know. Oh yeah, Marvel is better than DC. I just like DC a lot. Oh, agreed. I think I was disappointed for years that I felt like I couldn't get exactly what I wanted out of a DC figure. Like, I liked what McFarlane was offering, but it was, and I even liked the fact that like Todd McFarlane was like, no, we're gonna stick with this pricing for as long as I can stick with it, and he did. I will say that that was pretty solid of him, was to keep those prices low. But eventually, he jacked up his prices just like everybody else did. He probably eventually became susceptible to everything that everybody else in the industry is doing. I would like to think that it's not just because he thought he could. I would like to think that it's because of cost and so forth, and shipping and all of that stuff. But you know how business goes. People that make money are going to make money, and it looks like we're going to give it to them. But yeah, even the boots have like some nice detail to them. Let's see. Let's check out the maker marks here. We got something that's probably the plant stamp, and DC S26 Vietnam. And then down here it says 2026 Mattel. There's another MJ1NL. I'm assuming those are, I think those are states, but I don't know what they stand for. So we'll figure it out later. I don't even really care. Truth be told, don't matter. Batman's cool. There's Batman's butt. There's Batman's crotch. There's no bulge there. I think that's not cool. You should give Batman a little bit of a bulge. And then washboard abs. The I forget what these were called, but spikes on his gloves, on his gauntlets. Basically, those look great. The hands are pretty good. There's no swappability. There's no extra hands or anything like that. So, all right. So we talked about him. Let's take a look at this sprue. Now, first off, I get this, right? And I don't know, it looks like the sprue has little spots that you can plug that into. Okay, so we're going to do that. So what is it? This looks like it's probably a weapons rack, right? We're going to put that there. And it's going to fall over because, you know, it wants to. I'm going to spin these around and maybe see if it'll sit better this way. Probably not. It wants to fall forward. It's sort of warped and bent forward. Let's see if I can do like just a rudimentary bend. Kids, don't do this at home. Use a blow dryer and then let it sit flat. Do I like Masters of the Universe? Do I like Masters of the Universe? Do I like Masters of the Universe? This is my photo stand, by the way. This is not my desk. Do I like Masters of the Universe? Do I like Masters of the Universe? Yes, yes. That's primarily my jam, actually. The bulk of my collection is Masters of the Universe, especially with the new movie coming out. I've been picking up all of the Chronicles figures and so forth. I'm glad you saw the humor in that. Shelf of Screams, I appreciate. I think I answered your question. Love me some Masters of the Universe. I was geeking out of my head when the movie came out. Oh, and I'm dropping stuff because I've got too much stuff here. And that's actually my project after I live stream with you guys. I'm going to actually clean up my basement today and try and make some sense of all of this. This stand, it's just mocking me. It does not want to stand up because it's warped. So it wants to lean forward. I'll have to fix this later. This is another case where hot water will help. Like if you have warped plastic, hot water will reset that for you. All right, so I never did look at the instructions because, I mean, instructions. Love Skeletor? Hell yeah, I love Skeletor. I am so sad. I missed out on the pre-order for Jim Bro Skeletor. It literally kind of upsets me a little bit. I've been having a rough week, and I wasn't in the right frame of mind and completely forgot when it's dropping. And I am so sad. I am definitely going to Skeletor, but Skeletor is my guy. I am not, like, because of what's been happening in the news and everything that you keep hearing about Jared Leto, I'm kind of like, oh man, this dude is not cool. Having said that, though, it sort of lends more of a creep factor to Skeletor. And I don't know if you've seen the movie or not, Shelf of Screams, but if you haven't, you should. If you're a fan of Skeletor, you're gonna like that movie. There's some scenes with him that are just phenomenal. It's some classic Skeletor. There's holes you can poke through that whole movie, but for the most part, it was pretty good. I liked it. I've watched it like 5 or 6 times. I've seen it twice in the theater. I've watched it 3 times since it released last Wednesday. I've got friends that bootlegged it and download, but I like for Masters of the Universe, I try to be proper. You're gonna watch it tonight? Yeah. Have you seen it? I don't want to spoil it for you, so I'm not gonna tell you too much. I don't want to discuss it that much because you got to watch it for the first time, yourself. It'll be great. And apparently these, if you have multiple ones, they link up. So, and we've got a couple here. So we're going to see if that's true. And then we've got all of these little dealy bits on the sprue. It says to cut them out with scissors, but I ain't got no scissors. Not on me. Oh wait, no, that's not true. Hang on. See, I got my Gerber dime on me. You say, what's a Gerber dime? This is a Gerber dime. This is a tiny little dealie I put on my keychain. It's got pliers, right? It's got a bottle opener right there. Toothpick, or no, I'm sorry, not toothpick. Tweezers, right there. And then it's got a nice little knife. The knife is perfect for action figures. And it's got a box opener. when you saw the trailer, yeah, same here, same here. And I'm kind of a part of a bit of a online community. If you want, I can give you, point you in the right direction of a couple of groups. But hit me up on Instagram. My Instagrams should be in the description or on the channel. But yeah, I uh, I am. I, we have all been super hyped and geeked about that movie coming soon. I mean, I've been geeked about that movie for 10 years now. back when back when it was like the Nee brothers that were originally writing it, and then they didn't, and they backed out, and then there was a bunch of other like there was somebody else that was going to do it at one point too, and I don't remember. It was they were going to make Skeletor be He-Man's long lost brother. So instead of it being his uncle, they're going to turn him into his brother. And I was like, dude, you're going into dangerous territory. Like, don't fuck around with Motu fans like that. Motu fans don't like when you completely give them a new, and I'm surprised, like, because this storyline, it's it's not one I think that has been done. Right? There's some details about it. You'll see what I mean when you watch it tonight. But there's some details in it that like we haven't, they haven't done before. It's a new take on the Motu legacy and lore. But and this, I'm going to tell you right now, this is not cool that they're making people cut out their own sprues. And if they're doing this for cost effectiveness, oh boy, we're doomed. I hate having to cut apart sprues. I do. I'm not I'm not against it. It's just not, that's not what I want to spend my time on. I want my toy. See, I like it when you can do this with a sprue and just kind of twist it off. You're good. I'm all done. Bam. Done. Some folks don't realize that you can do that. And, sometimes you have a little bit of cleanup to do, but I think this is actually a more effective way of doing it. You twist it, and it comes right off. And basically, you're breaking the plastic. See, watch here. There, well, we'll zoom in on it. Twist it, and it comes right off. Twist, and right off. So, oh man, I'm trying not to talk about the Motu news that's all over the place. I'm going to say this much. I'm sort of agitated with Mattel over some of the Motu stuff that they're doing. The Chronicles stuff looks on point. Like, it is all outstanding looking. All of the Chronicles stuff looks great, and I'm really excited for it. That Panther looks fantastic. I really dig what they did with Clawful. I'm on the fence about the Merman, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, or you haven't seen any of this stuff, I highly recommend check out Pixel Dan's page. There's a bunch of folks that have streamed and shown a lot of the stuff. You could go to Toy News International with JC, all of those guys. I love Toy News International. I get the majority of my action figure news from them. I also follow my guy Eldor, Master Versal Toy Hunter. If you're not familiar with Master Versal Toy Hunter, Eldor gets news about stuff constantly. And the man lives out in well, I shouldn't say where he lives. He always says he lives in Eternia. But Eternia with accents like this. Not Britain. That was a terrible accent. I was trying to do more of a Kiwi accent, but yeah. Sorry, Eldor. Okay, so Batman comes with a bunch of different accessories. We've got this gun. We've got this thing I'm not really sure what this is supposed to be. I'm not sure. Uh, okay. Like we got these. They look like mines or something. Like, and then I got a bunch of batarangs. Battering. A weird sideways battering, or like it's like awkwardly positioned, like because the other batterings are like a bat, and then this one is different. Okay, so we got those. We got the gun. We got some mines. We got this weird thing that I have no idea. I'm assuming this is like his grappling hook or something, maybe. I don't know. And then we got some canisters that look like they probably plug easily in on those pegs. So like here, we'll put a canister here. We're gonna put his gun, because it's not really a gun, because Batman doesn't usually do guns, and no pew pew fingers either. There's no articulate or no separated fingers for guns, so we do not have that happening. I'll put a batarang in his hand, in the other hand. So we got that. I can call this like the bat taser or something. I don't know what the heck it really is. Like I have no idea. And then we're gonna put that canister there. I'll put one of the batarangs on here, and we'll put another canister just for good measure. Get on there, you stupid thing! Ah, yeah. I'll just grab another. It's fine. I got more. What's my favorite DC villain? DC villains. Definitely Darkseid. Yeah, I don't think. I mean, Lobo, I guess, but Lobo's sometimes he's the villain, sometimes he's the anti-hero, right? Love me Lobo, but yeah. Otherwise, I think I think my favorite villain is definitely Darkseid, and I feel like that's such a cop out, but Darkseid is just hardcore. Like he don't get no F. Like he's gonna take some shit out, whether you like him or not, or whether you want him to or not. All right, so we're gonna put these on the little weapons rack stand thingamabobber. I don't know where the hell this. I mean, we can just put this on one of these, I guess. I'll put some bangarang, batarangs, bangarang, bangarang. Clayface and Two Face. Okay, I like them. I mean, listen, when you're talking DC villains in especially in Batman, dude, you got so many cool villains to work with. I mean, Riddler's great, Joker's great. They're all like over time, we've gotten some really cool renditions of all of them. That Clayface movie that's coming looks freaking cool, man. I'm kind of excited for that. Never when they first said that there was going to be a Clayface movie, I was like, that sounds stupid. like, like that's a terrible idea. Like Clayface? Who gives a crap about Clayface? But then I saw that trailer, and I was like, oh man, they might be doing something seriously cool here. All right, we're gonna get this bad boy rotating so you can keep seeing while I talk. So we've kind of decked him out a little bit, and this is our Batman right here. Not bad. Like for I gotta restate this. Oh, where I picked it up, I got him for 16. Okay, and the reason that he was 16 was because I got him at my local comic shop, which is one of my favorite spots. Shout out to Screaming Monkey Comics in Munster, Indiana. I love you guys. Thank you. They always take care of me very well in there. They are always super friendly and super helpful. Love them guys. They are all the ladies. Honestly, it's mostly ladies that are working in there. I've only seen one dude that works in there. So Sir, I believe he's one of the part owners, and then all the ladies. They do a fantastic job at Screaming Monkey in Munster. Munster, Indiana, is what I'm speaking of. So yeah, I picked up I didn't pick up all of these. Actually, Batman I got at Target. He was 13 and some change. Jokerized Batman I picked up from Big Bad Toy Store, and he was 13 and some change plus shipping. But they do like that whole we'll ship it once and it's only one shipping charge. So that usually brings the shipping down a little bit, right? I think my shipping was like $7 or $8 total for like 4 figures. Not terrible, right? And then the new Joker is the one that I picked up over at with my friends over at Screaming Monkey Comics. So they had this one listed for 16. And here's the thing, I still bought him, even though I knew I was going to be getting it from Big Bad Toy Store for less. But mainly because I want to support my local comic shop. And they're like the only ones that are really doing toy sales near me. So I had to give them that love, right? If I had bought it from Big Bad Toy Store, it probably would have come out to be about $16 as well. But with this, I got some human interaction. I got to see what else they had, and I picked up a couple of comics. And I supported a local shop that I appreciate and I like having in my community. They're about 10 minutes away from my house. Not even 10 minutes away from my house. So I love that. I like that that's going on in my neighborhood. Like they used to sing on Sesame Street. Who are the people in your neighborhood? Well, Screaming Monkey Comics is some of the people in my neighborhood, and they're awesome. There's a couple of other comic shops around here, but we're not going to mention them today because this is where I was shopping today. But yeah, yeah. You like to? I'm assuming you're saying me too to the supporting your local shops thing. Um, Sounds like you might be a comic book guy too. Well, thanks. He says he was scrolling through lives today, and this is the best one. Uh, that's not saying a lot for all the lives that are going. No, but thank you. I appreciate the compliment. I try to be jovial and I try to joke around a little bit. And I don't try to always be PC, but I try to be accepting of everybody. I don't care what color your skin is or what your eyes look like or whatever you're, if you're gay, if you're straight, if you like puppies, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. As long as you're a decent person, you are cool with me. And especially if you like action figures and nerdy stuff. So, so thanks. Subscribe. Turn on notifications and check out some of my other stuff when it comes up. I've definitely done quite a few Masters of the Universe videos. My He-Man and Skeletor from Chronicles are up. Check those out. They're definitely up. He-Man I did with Battle Cat. Listen, if you like Masters of the Universe, I highly recommend the Chronicles line. They are really, really good. Is it the best toy line ever? No, it's not the best toy line ever. But what Mattel is doing with those, it was obviously that was their preview to what they're going to be doing with the DC properties. Because I've seen a couple of shots of what is either AI or is legit pictures of what they are, and I think they're legit because what it looked like was a lot of the same exact articulation that Motu Chronicles has. The Masters of the Universe Chronicles line, that's their new collector line. And it's got they've got the butterflies, they've got the nice diaphragm crunch with the rotating, nicely recessed kind of ball peg situation waist, right? So like it's not like a waist like this, where it just turns 360. It's one that you can do like what do I call it? Hula hoops in, where you take it and you can move the waist around and pivot him in there. And that's what they're going to be doing with the DC figures. So that I'm super excited for. I think that if you collect GI Joe classifieds, several figures have had that going on with them. So if you like that, you're gonna like those. And I'm not, I've been having a little bit of a quandary lately, because I'm not huge on being a part of the machine, so to speak. Am I streaming tomorrow? Probably not tomorrow. Probably not. I don't think I got some other stuff going on, but I will be streaming Tuesday evening. I do a little thing every Tuesdays. It's basically the same thing as this, but I call it Mo2 Tuesdays. We talk about Masters of the Universe news and usually bust open a couple of my Masters of the Universe toys. I'm probably going to try and open up this bad boy this week. I've been sitting on this for forever, and I mean the truth is, once I get, I'll definitely, and I'll definitely try and find your page after this, Shelf of Screams, and I'll follow it. Uh, Bill, you're back. What's going on, brother? But yeah, I gotta open these. I still have a bunch of Masterverse figures that I gotta open, so I might like do one each week, and then do a couple of the cartoon collection ones and stuff like that. There's a lot of movie figures that are coming out. I don't know how much like Masters of the Universe has like, let me think. There are and with the Origins reboot, don't get me started on that. Uh, Definitely. If you're looking to make videos, my best advice to you is don't worry about how good they are. Your first videos are going to be terrible no matter what you do, no matter how much you plan, and no matter how much you prepare, and no matter what kind of post production you do. They're going to be bad. Look at do If you want a prime example, like look at some of my first couple of videos, my first 2-3 videos that I have. If you sort the videos by an oldest or newest, check out one of my first videos. Then pull it around and look at my release for He-Man, the Chronicles He-Man or Chronicles Skeletor. Honestly, I think the He-Man one was the best one that I did. But take a look at those, and you'll see there's been a huge evolution over the last 3 years of my video production. So I do this all myself. I do all the editing myself. Yes, I do incorporate AI. Some folks hate the fact that I use AI, and some folks really hate AI. I use it sparingly. I don't try to let it be the entire control of what I'm doing, but there are some stuff that I just don't have the time to do, and I don't have the ability. Michael Gutierrez, how are you, my friend? It's good to see you, brother. I hope you're doing well. I hope you enjoyed. What was it? What was the last movie we were talking about? I think it was I think we were talking about Supergirl. Yeah, did you see it, and how was it? Um, but yeah, today we're opening up some DC figures. That's why it's not Motu Tuesdays. One, because it's not Tuesday, and two, because none of this is Motu. Even though I keep winding up talking about Motu, and all you guys know, there's all kinds of Motu news that we definitely have to discuss. Some good stuff and some annoying stuff. I'm doing all right. I've had a rough week, Mike. I've had a rough week. I need to open up figures to get my dopamine up. I need something to make myself a little bit happier here, because it's been a little bit of a nasty week. I won't go into it. It's things I can't really talk about on air, but human life, it's not always clean. Sometimes it gets messy, and sometimes it's bad. So hey, we move on, and we just keep trucking on. But yeah, I what do we got now? So I was talking about how many lines of Motu we have. So we've still got Masterverse, and they've still been releasing Masterverse. Then we have, well, originally we had Origins and then Masterverse, right? So we had those two lines, and they've added into it. We had the Turtles of Grayskull, which I've heard murmur that there's gonna be some more stuff. Um, and then and then of course we had the Thundercats and Motu crossover. Fantastic stuff. I guess if you really want to say that it's another line, we've got the Transformers Motu crossover, and then we've got the Stranger Things Motu crossover. So I mean, if you're really counting those two, there's 5 right there. And that's not even including all the new stuff. So now we've got the core line, and we've got Chronicles, and we've got the movie Origins figures. We've got the new reboot Origins figures. It's like, oh my god. Oh, and then don't forget that Netflix CGI. There was that line for a little while too. Um, Holy crud! Like, it's crazy. And now we've got was it the Mighty Masters, or yeah, Mighty Masters. That's the little mini Masters of the Universe figures. If you have not picked those up, and I think they're primarily only at Target, or no, I'm sorry, Walmart. I think Walmart is the only one that has the rights to carry it out here. But they're so cool. They're like the vintage Masters of the Universe figures. Only it's not, they're just little tiny ones. Not great articulation, but they're fun to carry around as like a little pocket figure. Uh, all right. So Michael says, I liked Supergirl. It was good. I heard that it's good. Then I hear a lot of people dishing on it because the girl doesn't look right for the part and stuff like that. And I don't know. I mean, I think she's fantastic. I think she does just fine. Some people don't like her face. I think that's kind of shitty of people to say. Cool, you have preferences. Would Sydney Sweeney have been a better Supergirl? Probably not. Would she make a fantastic Power Girl though? Absolutely, especially with that rack. Good lord. Not like this rack. That's a weapons rack. Oh no, not that kind of rack. That's not what she's got. um, well, it was good to meet you, Shelf of Screams. I hope that we cross paths again. I'll definitely try to subscribe to your stuff, and hit me up on Instagram. Send me a quick message and throw me if you have a chance to throw me your link to your channel or whatever you've got going on. I will definitely subscribe and add you. Um, but yeah. I don't know. I'm still gonna watch Supergirl. I'm just not gonna go to the theater to see it. I am really excited to see the Mandalorian and Grogu, but I'm not gonna go to the theater and see it. I've become extremely selective when I go to the theater. I was gonna go see the new Supergirl movie, but then I don't know. I was like, I'll just wait because it gets really expensive these days. Uh, but yeah, what is and then the other conversation we were having here is, have you seen the new Lanterns trailer? Yes, I have. I got a few things to say about this. First off, I don't remember Hal Jordan training John Stewart. I might be wrong about this one, but I recall John Stewart just getting his own ring, and like Hal Jordan and him crossing paths every now and again and not getting along very well. Um, I don't know. Maybe I don't really read a lot of the Lanterns comics. It's just, there's a lot of stuff out there. Can't get into everything. I dig the Lantern stuff. I definitely think that this HBO series is probably going to be better than what they did with the Ryan Reynolds version of the Green Lanterns. And that trailer definitely looks great. I didn't realize that this was going to have the Manhunters in it, like right off the bat. And I'm like, wow, okay, they're not screwing around. Like they're going deep into some DC stuff, and Manhunters is probably one of the best enemies they could like come up with to introduce the Lanterns to everybody. Because like that's kind of it's like a dichotomy. It's the exact opposite of what the Lantern Corps is supposed to be, and yet it was created by the Guardians of Oa. The Manhunters were made by them. And they screwed up, which shows just how fallible the Guardians truly are. They're not perfect. All right. So, Motu Prince, what's going on, brother? It's good to see you. New Superman and Supergirl seem very disappointing. You didn't like the new Superman movie? Like, I saw it. I thought it was great. I had to get it right away. I thought it was fun, right? And yes, I get it. Some people want serious out of their comic book movies. We've had that, and it works for a little while, right? Like I couldn't see, like I get how like we've got a serious situation going with the Batman, right? with the series that was that comes from the Frank. Oh my God, why is my brain blipping out now? From Frank, the writer of the whole series. What the heck was that? What was his name? My brain wants to say Frank Frazetta, but that's not different comic, uh, different artist, I guess. Um, Frank Miller. Thank you. There we go. Frank Miller. Did anybody say that? No, no. Yeah, Frank Miller story for Batman, and like that is gritty. It is dark. It is very serious. There is no joking whatsoever in that. And I think that that's okay. But like if you look at most of the comics, like superhero comics, there's always a little bit of levity somewhere, right? There are some stories that are serious, there are some stories that are not. That Superman take was way less serious, right? It was supposed to be a little bit more kid friendly, and there was a little bit of comedy in it, and brighter colors and so forth, and an introduction to what may be in the DC universe in the future, right? These are all good things, not bad things at all. uh why is my battery not working? Oh, is my battery dead? I think I have a dead battery. Oh well, that's okay. I still got plenty of phone battery. That is what I'm filming with, obviously. But yeah, I like it. And I people have complained about the fact that like Lobo just kind of shows up, he does his thing, and that's about all that Lobo is there for, and he's just a sprinkling on top. I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay with that. But I think that the Lantern series supposedly is like 10 years before Superman or Man of Steel, or no, I think it was just this one was just Superman, wasn't it? I don't remember what we called this one. The one with what was his name? Corn Sweat, which is a weird name. Corn Sweat. I just have a picture of a corn of cob, really sweaty. But yeah, yeah, I hear you. I get it. It's not the what you were looking for. Um, but have you seen it? Like, did you watch it, Motu Prince? Like, and wait, let's see. Let me see. Bill says John got picked because Guy was in a coma. Ah, that's what it was. Okay, so Guy Gardner was kind of knocked out of that. I think I kind of vaguely. It's been a long time since I've read any of those, but I do remember reading some of the comics when some of that was like when they were introducing all of that. Uh, I honestly think John Stewart is one my favorite Lantern out of them all. And it looks as though they're going to be uh, I don't know. It seems like they're teasing Parallax, right? Like Hal Jordan's alternate ego when he just kind of snaps and finally goes full on Sinestro and is like, no, fuck all of this shit. I'm going to tear it all down. Parallax, right there. Bad guy. Hal Jordan. I'm, I'm telling you, this is where they're going with it. I could be wrong. That's just my bet. you know, uh, go hit Polymarket and see what everybody else thinks. Guy woke up with brain damage and got a ring from a rogue guardian after the crisis. Gotcha. All right. And then Michael says the Manhunters are different in this universe because they shapeshift. Yeah, I know, and that's kind of neat. It's kind of crap also because they're just saving money on special effects. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited for the series. It looks like it might be pretty good. And it looks like they're going to make it just the right amount of serious with some snarky comments and smart assness throughout it. I like that. That seems like a good idea. Motu Prince says, just didn't like the actors for both characters. Oh, I hear you. Okay, I get you. Yeah, I thought Corn Sweat looks okay. And I think he actually he grows on you if you watch them. Like I don't know, he grew on me. I was like, all right, we'll see. You know, I liked what was his name? Brendan Roth. Yeah, I liked him. I think I liked him the best. but it didn't work out so well. And he's not an A-list actor either, so uh, he didn't get picked up for more. Um, Mike says, "Do you think they'll still say no man escapes the manhunters?" I mean, it's gonna happen somewhere in there. Like they're gonna say it. Like that's kind of their catchphrase, right? Like, and I don't know. I mean, like they show Hal and John on like a desolate planet that looks like it was probably destroyed by the manhunters and stuff like that. Like I'm like, okay, all right, we're gonna see how this turns out. Uh, I think there's going to be a lot of people on the fence, but I think HBO has a lot invested in it, and I think that it's interesting that they only call it lanterns. Okay, like make sure you guys make mental note of that. It's not called the Green Lanterns. Okay. So my theory is that they titled it that way because it's going to start showing the whole drama between all of these other lantern corps, right? And they're going to show Sinestro turning, getting the yellow core and maybe even eventually the black core and all of that stuff going. So I mean, like, it's interesting. It's like, okay, all right, they're doing some deep cuts. I'm excited. I'll see how it goes. It could be terrible. It could be the best thing I've ever watched. But that's like everything. You got to give it a chance. Give it a chance. And then if it's garbage, oh, talk all the shit you want. I'll be right there with you, throwing out a few four-letter words and euphemisms. We will make that happen. um, Watched Superman, but zero interest in Supergirl. Even with Lobo in it, Motu Prince. Come on, it's Lobo, right? This is the role that frickin' Jason Momoa should have been picked for, and they should have had Lobo in that original series somehow. Like the fact that he's not going after Superman is just kind of disappointing. Like, it's Lobo. Mochi Prince says, "I'm that guy." No, there's lots of people with different opinions. It's okay. You're not that guy. You're you. You have your opinions, and I don't mind your opinions. I got crazy ass opinions about lots of things, so don't even sweat it, brother. He says, and I've been a huge fan for ages. Just disappointed in MOS. Was so much better. MOS. Man of Steel. Yes, Man of Steel. You know what? One of the greatest tragedies in superhero cinema is the fact that we didn't get a continuance of or a sequel to Man of Steel. Like Henry Cavill was fantastic as Superman. I think that Snyder's universe is a little bit darker than I wanted it to be, way grittier and way too serious without the drama that you get from like something like the Batman. That one I loved. I don't think I could pick that movie apart even if I wanted to. But I get it. I get it. I get it. A lot of people thought that the Masters of the Universe movie needed to be just a full out serious film. Like no jokes, no references to the toys, nothing thrown back to the old days. And I'm going to on Tuesday I'm going to give more of my opinion about this, but I can say right now that like my the guys that cut my hair, a gentleman over at Moffitt's in Munster, Indiana. Uh, they're part of the nerd group when it comes to superheroes and stuff too. They were asking me today about the Motu movie, and I said I go if you watch it expecting to have fun, you're gonna enjoy the movie, right? It's a fun movie. There's funny moments. There's some kick-ass moments. There's a few moments where you're like, ha ha ha, ha that's awesome, you know you'll be watching it and be like, oh, dude, Skeletor is phenomenal in that movie. Like, say what you will about Jared Leto, but that creep can act. And apparently throughout that whole movie, he kept putting fake blood on his face when he would come out to do his scenes. So it would like freak the crap out of the other actors. They just didn't know how to. So he like threw him off balance just to mess with him. Um, Michael says, I hope they don't have Hal become Parallax. I think that's the way they're going to go. I do. I mean, like, but in the end, Parallax uh, is redeemed. So there may be more to it than just that. Just remember that that might not be the end of the road. But they got to get real messy for a little while, especially with the lanterns, because the lantern cords get messy. It gets a little crazy, right? Like there's all kinds of different things happening. And then you get the pink lantern core. Oh my goodness. I don't know if we want that one to happen. But they get a little crazy. Um, well, let's see. Bill says they may. The other scuttlebutt is that the Manhunters kill off Hal in the first episode. As far as I know, Hal Jordan is in the whole entire series. So, no, that's not going to happen. Not to tell you you're wrong, Bill. but but I haven't seen it, so I can't tell you you're wrong. But I don't think that's the way they're going to go. I think Hal's going to be in the series pretty much to the end. Whether that's a lot of flashbacks or not is another story. But and I don't think he's going to go Parallax in this season. I think that'll end up being either at the very end of the season or it'll be somewhere in the next season. And from the looks of it, I'm pretty sure this is going to get a second season. Ray Fart 2115. Ray Fart, love your name. Not really sure why there was translation going on, but oh no, he says. I don't know what you're saying about oh no. Bill, thanks for welcoming people, by the way, also. Uh, and Michael. Michael's always got out there doing some good. These core DC figures are amazing for the price. Seems like every fig is $30 now. I know, right? And that's the thing is like for $13, wow. 14. We're gonna call it 14. We're gonna say 14 because there's change, right? I hate when retailers go $13.99. No, it's not $13.99. It's yes. I just saw that pop up too. Mike, you are correct. Brandon Routh also played Ray Palmer, the Atom, in the. Oh my God, what was the name of that show? It was the DC show where it was like it was like a lot of the B cast. I was super excited for it because they had my guy Firestorm in there. Firestorm is another personal favorite in the DC universe. Um, I feel like they kind of, I don't know. There there was some weirdness about Firestorm that I wasn't real like keen on. Like he didn't seem like Firestorm. I want to say wasn't he like a research assistant or something? So he was definitely smarter. Granted, I know they did the race swap, but like there's no reason why he couldn't have been a black kid that was working in the professor's like lab. You know, like why they went the route that they did with it is beyond explanation. I don't even think they have an explanation. We're just going to do it this way. Heroes of Tomorrow. What the hell? What the heck was the name of that series? Let's see. Did we get this? Legends of Tomorrow. That's right. That's right. Thank you, Mike. I can always count on you for the facts. Ren and Ralph paid that. Ray says, I'm going to be passing on the line and the collector's line since I've gone all in on McFarlane. I feel you, dude. I'm kind of sitting there feeling like that about a lot of the Masters of the Universe properties that are popping up lately. I don't know if I'm going to be collecting the new Origins figures, but we'll talk more about that on Tuesday. You should join me. You like that? I threw in a little advertisement for my other live stream. And then Ray also says Henry Cavill looked great as Superman, but I personally detest Zack Snyder's version of DC. I will agree with you on this. I don't know if I'm that extreme, but like there's something about Zack Snyder movies that always rub me the wrong way. That what was it, Rebel Moon? Oh boy, it was entertaining enough. Okay, I sat through it, but there was a lot of there were so many parts in Rebel Moon that made me go, why the fuck are they doing that? Or why are they acting this way? Or this is not realistic whatsoever. Like there's a lot of things that like Snyder does that I don't know. He's just not fantastic. Um, I wasn't, I liked Watchmen, but I felt the same way about that movie. I was like, man, there's just something I don't really like about this that I'm not jiving with, and I don't get it. I can't even put it into words. It's I watch something that the snack Zider that Zack Snyder has produced. Like I just don't know. I know he's a big comic book fan too, but maybe he doesn't. Maybe he likes certain aspects about some of it that I don't like. I got to assume that he's just got different tastes than me. Mike says Adam made reference to Mechanex's toy in the movie. Did he? I'll have to watch it. I'm probably going to watch it again really soon, so I'll have to take a look at that. But yeah, they recently released or they showed Mechanic for the Chronicles line, and he's got like the big long bendy neck, which is awesome. Like I still feel that like they misused Mechanic in the movie, right? Like they never showed Mechanic doing like surveillance or trying to check things out. They should have had him poke his head around the corner when they were all in the cage, in the prison cell in Snake Mountain. Something other than swinging his head around and knocking people over. That boy's going to be so concussed, it's crazy. Joe Fan 84, what's going on, brother? Haven't seen you in a while, man. Hope you're doing well. Hello, everybody. Driving on my way home from work. Pay attention to the road. If you need to say anything, try to hit the microphone button. Okay? Don't be texting and driving. That's a good way for us to never see you again. Bill says, good. I heard that. I hope you are right. Pink lanterns are called the Star Sapphire cores. Yes, sir. Actually, I had forgotten that until you mentioned it. So thank you for bringing that up, Mike. And then Mike says, he was letting me know about the Legends of Tomorrow. Weird Fantastic. Hello. Hello, dear. My wife's been painting our front porch. She's been fronting our paint porch. And apparently I don't know how to speak anymore. So, how's everything going? Can you hear me? Oh, you're covered in things. You gotta pull her earbud out.
Yeah, what'd you say?
I said, how's the front porch going?
It's done.
It's done?
Front porch is done.
Do we need to put another coat on?
I don't know. We're gonna let it dry and see what it looks like tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Here, take this one too, will you?
I was hoping I was gonna help you. Oh.
Well, the back deck still needs
to be torn up. Okay, we'll work on that next when I'm done. We're doing chores. We're fixing up the place.
Do I look? I feel pleased with myself.
See, okay? So you look euphoric but crazy.
That's kind of how I feel. My back hurts so bad.
Oh shit!
It's okay.
All right.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
Maybe you should take your live stream and you could show everybody the beautiful porch.
I don't want to show everybody where I live yet.
They don't have to see the address.
Yeah, maybe later.
Is anybody watching?
Yeah, I got a few folks hanging out with me.
Is Rowdy around?
Rowdy's not around, but we do have Michael Gutierrez. We got Joe Fan 84 in. We got my guy Bill from Weird Fantastic Toy Adventures, and and my guy John just showed up.
Shout out to all you folks. Send money.
don't listen.
Send money.
So
we want to make Hyper go viral so that he can do this for a living and make money.
I think I'm too opinionistic to go viral.
You know what? There are some very opinionated people on the internet whose names I'm not going to say because I don't want to give them any more exposure.
You mean Pixel Dan?
Wait, 2 of them just got arrested, so you know.
What? Who?
The Tate brothers.
Oh, fuck those guys.
Exactly.
Those guys are
they
terrible.
They have strong opinions, but they're capris.
Yeah, but they got strong opinions about hoes. Like pimping them and treating them. I don't think that's right. So she was, holy shit, Bill. Hey, Bill, listen, wait. Boo.
What?
I just got a $10 donation.
What? Woo!
Bill,
Bill, you're my favorite person on the internet. Thank you, Bill.
Bill, you're the first person who's ever actually thrown some money at this channel. So I love you. Thank you very much,
make
brother.
Bill a certificate. First donation.
Hey,
and put hang it on the wall.
No, you know what you need to do? You need to hit me up on Instagram real quick and remind me, because I may forget. But I throw me your address and I'll send you out some stickers and stuff.
Oh,
okay?
We could send you stuff.
I will send you some stickers.
So much stuff.
I'm thinking about trying to put together a members package, anyways. So I'll work on that. But thank you, Bill. I appreciate that. That is going to go to my next DC figure purchase. So if that's what you were hoping for, that's exactly what it's going to go to. Like literally any money that I make on this channel is going to go right. Any money that I make on this channel is going to go directly into the channel. I'm not making enough to like be like, all right, I can pay some bills with this. $10.
That's it. Wait, you're
Hey. Let's not. Bill, $10 is awesome. That's like, listen, with the way figures cost nowadays, that's a huge help. I'm not kidding. Thank you, though. I do. I really do appreciate it. We're not. That's a different channel, okay? My wife says we could sell some feet pics. Listen, if you like feet pics, I'll let you guys know later if we ever start.
Sally Saturdays.
She says we're going to have Sally Saturdays. Oh, good Lord. So, and just like that, I got into porn. Well, Ray Fart says, and Ray Fart, I don't know. You got to explain the Ray Fart thing to me. Oh, Joe fan, another $4.99, dude. You guys are killing me today. Thank you so much. I appreciate that so much. I'm gonna have to throw that back at you on your channel at some point. So I appreciate it.
We love you guys. You're the best.
This is the best stream I've done so far.
Yay! See?
But Ray, you got to explain the handle to me. If it's just like I'm just being stupid and childish, also love it. But he says if I was a kid and this line was coming out, I'd be all in. Oh, I know. We need cheaper, more accessible figures to get younger people interested in collecting. I also agree. That is becoming an issue, right? Like most kids nowadays don't give a crud about action figures. And it kind of sometimes makes me worried that we're gonna be like the old men that are like into trains. So, I mean, if you're into trains, I didn't mean that as a cut down. I'm sorry. I apologize. But what did he say? He also, yeah. John, how's it going, brother? How's your Saturday going so far? It's good to see you. I was just telling Mike, because Mike was telling me that his birthday is the same day as mine. So I was like, dude, we're going to have to do a live stream. If you guys don't know, my birthday is August 18th. And so is Manic Plastic Toys. If you've never checked out Manic Plastic Toys toy shop, I want to say he's on Instagram. Look him up. I don't know if he has an actual online digital store, but I know that if you hit him up and you're looking for certain figures, he will go out and hunt them down for you. And he's pretty good at it. He finds some amazing things. But yeah. John says, that's a great Batman and that Joker too. Thank you, sir. Yeah, those are pretty cool looking. I'm digging them.
So serious.
They're super cheap too. That was my wife again. Let's see. What else are we saying? Leaving tomorrow morning for Orlando. You going to Orlando for vacation, John? And hey, you were sick just a little bit ago. I'm assuming you're doing way better now, right? I hope you are. By the way. But yeah, Ray says I'm debating on getting that Coraline Bane 3-pack. Yeah, so like I've already got Batman, but I don't have Robin. If I can't find Robin, that may be the route that I go. But yeah, and we need to see the pretty lady. No, not yet. No. We'll start her own channel up. You can see her feet later. I was gonna make my own OnlyFans with my feet, but I figured, somebody out there wants to see some ugly, jacked up feet. I'm sure somebody will pay for it. uh, Ray says, "Oh shit, you know Rowdy? Yeah, Rowdy's. So Rowdy's a fellow creator. Rowdy and I have conversed a few times. Nothing major, but we've definitely like hit each other's live streams. I always tell people to support her. She's fantastic. I like all of her Marvel stuff. She's funny too. Cracks me up. Um, and I think she is extremely brave for being out there and being as outspoken as she is. And I'm highly supportive of her. I think that more people should treat more people as if they are a person with value, not treat them as if they are somebody in a category that they don't like. Right? It doesn't matter if you don't like everything that a person is or everything that a person does. You don't have to, right? But we can still be wonderful and awesome to each other. And I know Rowdy has taken some serious shit in this community, and I don't think that's necessarily right. Um, there are a few creators that I've stopped following because I literally like heard them, speaking hateful stuff about people, and I'm like, that's not cool. That's not what we're supposed to be about. We're supposed to be about having a good time, getting that little dopamine rush, right? We're all drug addicts. We're just high on dopamine, and action figures are what we choose to mainline. Um, Rowdy's in Rowdy Rouse. Yes, sir, Michael. That is who we were talking to. Hello to the wife. Everybody's saying hi. Hi to Hyperdellic's wife. And we got the $10 from Bill from Weird and Fantastic Toy Adventures. If you don't follow Bill, definitely follow Bill. Bill does live streams all the time with another friend of ours in the community, Anthony Joneser or Jonesier. I don't. How do you? Does he say it's Jonesier or Jonesier? Right. I think that's how he spells it. I just want to see the lady. Easy, Bill. You got your own. Turn the camera on so I can see. She's a mess right now too. She would not be happy if I put her on cam because she was painting our front porch. So she's got paint all over her. She's sweaty. Her hair is all over the place. Like she'd be like, "How dare you?" If I put you on camera.
I mean, they would see me at my finest.
She says you guys would see her at her finest. She's being sarcastic. Bullies used to call me Rayfart because my name is similar. LOL. I'm assuming it's Rayford, right? I actually know a couple of Rayfords, so that's funny. That's bullshit that they used to call you names. That's not cool. I don't like that. I used to get picked on when I was younger too, but now I'm a lot bigger than most of everybody else. So now everybody tells me that I'm big and scary. So I was the kid that used to be picked on, but now I look big and scary, but I'm still the kid that used to get picked on the inside. Wow, does that lead for some traumatic moments? I'm gonna tell you. People don't think it's upsetting when they tell you that you're big and scary looking. Like, thanks. Thank you very much. What you just said was, I'm fat and ugly, but you said it in the nicest way possible. So, you know,
Wait, hold on.
my wife.
Now Drago is also big and scary.
Yeah, but
You are
that's
fucking
Jason
dumb.
Momoa. She says Drago from Game of Thrones was big and scary, but he was also muscular and sexy, and I'm just fat. So
You know what? That's your own opinion.
Jones-er. Okay, Joneser. Yeah, that's what I don't know. I don't know. I don't ever know. I can't read. But yeah, so I get called big and my daughter. I have taught her to never pick on people. It's not cool. We call each other kid names, but I think I've always tried to teach her that like I think the worst thing I ever call her is like a goober. I was like, dude, you're being a goober. Let's not be a goober, right? I don't like calling people eating bad things. I don't like calling anybody names or anything like that. I don't think it's nice. It's not necessary. Um, so yeah. Yeah. But you know what, Ray? I appreciate you, and I appreciate you coming into the stream today. And I am never going to call you a bad name. I promise. I always thought it was funny though, so I used it. The numbers were added by YouTube. Oh, okay. So 2115 is just something. So there's other Ray farts? Is that what you're telling me, Ray? Is that there's other Ray farts on the internet? That's interesting. And then Bill says, Manic Plastic used to have a web store, but not now. He was working on putting it back up. Okay. But you know what? He is on Instagram. So if you guys are looking for something, I think he's still doing the whole, like, online toy store and finding people toys. If you are, hit him up. He probably has something. Dude's got an amazing collection too. He's a mellow, really chill, cool guy. And he's in one of our Instagram groups, and I like the dude. He's always nice. He's always been friendly to me, and I always appreciate that. And he has a huge love for all of this stuff, and he's really knowledgeable, and he's got tons to add to the conversation. I paid to see the lady. Oh, Bill, come on. You know what? I'll post a picture of her and I later. It'll be a really good picture of her too. I promise. I'll put it up on I'll put it up on YouTube or Instagram or one of the two. Okay, I promise. For your 10, I will put a picture of my wife on the internet. Mike's what? Yes. God, I don't know what she's doing, but it's probably not going to be great. Is it scary? What are you doing? What did you do? Oh, okay. Yes, and you got to switch the hair around a little bit and make it look wild and untamed. All right.
Here we go. Is this good?
It's good enough.
Wait, hold on. We gotta make it fitting for the channel.
The hair is great. Keep in mind, Bill, she was just painting a front porch, okay?
In the heat. Oh, what? Actually, I'm beautiful.
You are beautiful.
Look at me, I'm beautiful.
But the hair was a little so you're like,
Is it better now?
It is what it is right now. It's
beautiful.
It's beautiful. You are the most beautiful woman on the face of the planet. Take notes, gentlemen. This is the way you speak to your wife, no matter what. She says, "Do I look great in this outfit?" You go, "Absolutely, boo."
Well, I mean, unless what
is it? Is that blue paint?
Paint.
Oh, okay.
It's everywhere.
You got it on everything.
Yeah, I accidentally, when I was painting, I got to touch up the white because I had it on my arm and then. So.
She went with TARDIS blue for like our front porch, kind of. It's like a nice dark blue. So like we've got like white railings and like a blue stairs. I'm excited to see it. But yeah, Ray says you just got a subscriber, man. Oh, thank you, Ray. Thanks for subscribing.
You, Ray. It's because of me, wasn't it?
If you
Tell everyone it was because of me.
If you like Motu, I do Motu Tuesdays. We open up Motu figures every Tuesday. I try to do other stuff too, but
Motu Tuesday.
Like I was just telling my wife the other day, like I'm starting to like kind of feel burnt out. Like
we're not burnt out. We're poor.
There's that too. But it's not, and it's not even. We're not that poor.
If we had $1 million and you could do whatever you want and not worry about it, you wouldn't be burnt out.
Oh shit! I'd have the attorney at place.
Somebody call Gary. Somebody call who Mr. Beast. Who do we need to say their names in this video?
Anyway, I'm not trying to make money off of this, but I do appreciate the money that you guys threw at me. Let's see. Mike says
you are trying to make money off of it.
I mean,
that's the goal.
Yeah, but I want to make ad money. I don't. You know, everybody doesn't have to throw me money. Like
I'll do scoops. I'll
toy collectors.
I'll do scoop channels. Scoops of toys.
Scoops of toys. How's that? I don't know what that means.
You haven't seen the scoop channels?
No. What is a scoop channel?
They're ridiculous. But they're great to watch. What did Mike say?
Mike says I stopped watching Rowdy's channel because one stream she got too much on the negative side. Yeah, you got to understand, Mike, she's getting a lot of shit out there. And I think like Does she have the tendency to kind of clap back a little bit? Yeah, a little bit. But I still think overall, uh, she's right to say, "Hey, don't fuck around like that." But you know what? I respect your wishes, Mike, and I understand your side of things. And I hope that one day,
America, you
yeah,
can do whatever you
yeah,
want.
and I hope that one day the situation can be different.
I'm gonna stop.
Not on your part, but on everybody's part.
I'm gonna stop intruding now.
Okay.
I hope Bill enjoyed my cameo.
Bill, my wife is beautiful. Usually, when she's all done up, she is amazing. She's a stunner. But you know, like any of us who are doing work around right now, I look like crap. Here, whoop. I do not look great. But I mean, I'm just wearing a black T-shirt, and yes, that's my basement behind me. Um, so you know, that's sometimes that's where we go. I guess there are more Ray farts. I there's got to be, buddy. Oh my! I don't know what my wife's dropping, but something hit the floor. We're all good sports. Yeah, we try. We try. Thank you, Bill. He says she is pretty and beautiful. I appreciate that. Do you have the Motu Orko yet, or the movie Orko yet? No. I don't know if those have started shipping. On Mattel's website, it says September. Now, sometimes they ship earlier than that, but yeah. I have prayed for Rowdy though. Oh, you know what? That is good and that is kind, and I appreciate that. And I hope that she could appreciate something like that too. The ad money is just pennies. It's the super chats and channel memberships where the money is at. Yeah, possibly. And I am definitely trying to do more live stuff. I like doing the live stuff. It's fun to talk to all you guys and to get like the feedback and so forth. Um, but yeah, I she looks very pretty. Thank you, dude. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, so I have been talking you guys' ears off, and I brought you guys all down here to open up these. So I need to start doing that. I've been rambling constantly. All right, so we're gonna dip into the Joker now. Hey, all right. You became a member, Bill? Thank you, Bill. Aw, dude. I appreciate it. That's even more. Dude, listen, you guys have been the best stream I've ever had. It's almost time for my Marvel Legends Spider-Man Noir figure to ship. Ooh, yeah. Dude, you're gonna have to share some photo. I did not pick him up. I thought about it, and there's just so many that I really need to have that it was one that I had to pass on this time. But yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, I have some stupid custom icons in there. Yeah, you're welcome, Bill. Outstanding. I'll have to put some more in there. I'll have to do some other things. I'm not good at selling myself. That's the thing. Like, I think my channel is okay. It's not bad. Is it the best channel ever? I don't think so either. I've got a long way to go. But yeah, I'm trying. At some point I want to completely redo my toy area so that there's a diorama that I'm going to be building of my Masters of the Universe Origins figures with all of the play sets, and I think I want to make that my background and have the camera pointing at me with that slightly blurrier in the background. But I need some distance to be able to do that, and I've got to rearrange everything completely. Today is potentially the start of some of that work, but not all of it. So, but yeah, okay. So we're starting off, and like he's got a couple of he's got the Flash as a Joker, and he's got the blue Batman with the Joker face. So I guess you can kind of Jokerize a bunch of different figures here. And then he's got a bunch of stuff on a sprue back there. And again, they've got the barcode up in front. I think that's a terrible place to put it. It's not good for on-card collectors to, I mean, it's just, it's not horrible, but it's just one more thing that isn't the artwork or the figure, you know. uh, I think because they put one on the back here, so is it necessary for us to have one on the front? I feel like it's not. The Marvel Legends brand team teasing something Doomsday related for their booth. I want to say it's either, I think it's either Mezco, um, or Figure Arts, maybe some one. It's another outside brand. Not It's not McFarlane or Mattel, but somebody is definitely doing a larger scale Doomsday figure. I It might be Mondo, but I'm not 100% sure. I remember seeing something. I saw some toy, some prototypes, you know, like non-painted prototypes of it. Looks dope. I mean, it looks it looks kind of badass. So I mean, I think that's what you're talking about. Um, that's not, but that's not, that's Doomsday. Doomsday is DC. Uh, so I'm not sure, something Doomsday related for their booth. Is there something Marvel that's Doomsday? Because I thought, isn't, yeah, that's, Doomsday is oh, the Avengers movie Doomsday. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I saw that trailer too. It looks amazing. Uh I'm sure some of the figures are going to be coming out, but you know, here's the thing about those figures. They're going to trickle them down, you know, because they don't want to throw out movie spoilers. And so, you know, are we going to have a Scarlet Witch in Latvian witch dressing? Possibly, but we don't know if that's going to be in the movie either. So I give that kind of stuff away. So we gotta wait. You know, um, starting to run out of juice. Um, Give me a second, guys. I gotta figure out something. I gotta grab a cord. Give me one moment. One moment only. I need to plug in my phone because this stream went way longer than I thought it was going to go. But that's okay, because that's not always a bad thing. Okay, so I gotta make an adjustment. I apologize. I'm doing some stuff. Okay. There we go. And then we plug in. And hopefully, there we go. Now I'm getting power. Okay, so we're not going to run out anytime soon. So the Avengers Doomsday stuff, it looks fantastic. The movie so far, all of the little cuts and scenes that they showed look phenomenal. Um, you know, you're not going to know what the movie is until we see it. Like they're getting really good at that, like not giving away too much. Sometimes that's, I don't know, for me sometimes that's not great, because like I'll predict in my own head what the movie is going to be, and then it's like something completely different. Yeah, see, here's the, I got it for $16.99, which is, you know, it's a little bit more, but I had it in hand right there, and I was supporting my local comic shop. So again, shout out to Screaming Monkey Comics. Um, Thank you guys. I appreciate you all. So I'm gonna pop this open, and I'm assuming this is gonna be just like the Batman. There's a separate blister pack for the sprue, which is weird. Okay, decisions were made. Do we have to have an explanation for why they made these decisions? I don't know. I don't know if it matters. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm like, you decided to put more plastic in the plastic. That's weird. But here's our sprue. Very clowny green. And then we've got this. I wonder if is there another stand in this one? I don't have a stand so far. So I don't know if this one stands up. And then we got El Jokerino. So we're going to take this gun out of here. And unlike some other Mattel properties that we will mention here, Masters of the Universe, This does not have little snappy tie things. However, they did tape these faces in. Why tape? Well, I mean, oh, and these are just masks. Okay, so these are just masks, right? So he can wear. Why? I mean, I'm not sure why the Joker has a bunch of masks. I didn't know that that was a thing for him, but okay, we're gonna go with it. And then, like I said before, this is all the garbage that my action figure came in. So we got a lot of plastic and a little bit of cardboard to throw away. That is in my garbage pile. Let's bring this in. Mike says, Marvel Legends will probably have those figures at their booth tomorrow. I hope Gambit is one of those figures. I want to see the Doctor Doom. I am also kind of excited to see what the offerings will be. I think we got some I think we got some good figures coming. But here's the thing. I'm not usually too keen on the MCU figures, right? I don't think I know they're titled Marvel Legends, but I don't feel like they're the same. Okay? Like sometimes the MCU figures, the details are amazing, but the articulation is just terrible. Sometimes they're way too stiff. I don't feel like there's a very big focus put on the articulation. I think there's more focus put on making them look movie accurate, which might be the priority. You know, the Joker action figure instructions. And then on the back, it shows us how to do stuff. Load and launch the missile. And that's probably on the sprue. Yep. And I got to cut all kinds of stuff out again. Bloody paid for the toy. Now I got to do some work for Mattel. Let's see. So, bye-bye, Joker. Let me get my scissors out here. I'm going to cut these out of the sprue. Pull Batman off to the side. We're going to put Joker back up here. You know what? No, we'll do like what I did last time. I'm going to zoom in on him so we can see his details. Here's the head. Let's see. Just like Batman, there is a dumbbell that moves. It's a double-sided dumbbell. So you got, there's a little bit of that there, and then the head will allow you to do some stuff too. And let's see what their range of motion is. So we go forward. That's about it. That's funny too, because like you push it, and it just kind of goes back to its 0 point. Left and right. I hope they also say when the pre-order date is. They may. You know, a lot of times they do. We'll see. I'm sure we're going to get lots of pre-orders. Oh, they like to give us pre-orders. Get them in early. So, okay. So we're going to go around this, and so there's a few different pieces, right? There's a couple of paint applications. Like it looks like, I don't know, is that green? Okay, so on the inside, there's green. So this white is painted onto this green part, right? But this yellow piece, the vest underneath, that's a separate piece. And that's a separate piece from the green. And then the purple is a separate piece from both of those. And they paid attention to the fact that there are armholes, right? So you can't really see it being green underneath. That's great. Because I got so many, I mean, you get right there where there's that weird cut, but there's so many Star Wars Black Series figures where they have like some kind of a coat or a vest, and all you can see is what's underneath, and it's not always the same color, and it's sort of, it kind of, I don't know, it doesn't look great. Joe Fan is home. I am mad at the new Delta 17 figures came in today, and the mail left it on the front porch uncovered. It rained all day. Miraculously, the figure is dry, but the box is soaked. Ah, bummer, dude. I've taken a look at some of those Delta 17s. I do have a fondness for 3 1/4 inch. Uh, I love that Super 7 has been making a lot of those. Uh, I think they're actually really great quality. I wish that they would, make them a little bit more beefed up, like somehow give it a wrist articulation, somehow give it some ankle articulation. Um, you're a Joe fan. You're a fan of a lot of the GI Joe stuff. I'm assuming you've taken a gather at or taken a glance at some of the Skeletron figures. And the interesting thing about Skeletron is that they did some three and what is it 3 3/4 figures, and then they did some 6 inch figures, and then they did some 4 inch figures as well. And so like there's the 4 inch figures have a lot better articulation to them. The 3 3/4 figures are very much like the old school GI Joes, right? But the 4 inch figures are made with slightly more premium plastic. I would make it akin to like maybe a Haya Toys, what do they call them? Exquisite Minis. Um, it's got that quality of a build to it. Maybe not quite Acid Rain Joy Toy, quality, but decent, really good. So I don't know if you have several of them. Okay, yeah, yeah. Then there can be something new with 3 3/4 inch figures, but nobody tries to do that. At least not with all of the properties that we already collect. What else do we have? And then the Ninja Turtles ones that are coming out are like my new jam. Like I can't wait for those to drop because I really want them. Um, Michael Gutierrez asks, "Am I gonna see Clayface?" I probably won't go to the theater to see it. I will probably wait for it to come out. But with the way that like things have been working, like Amazon has a movie out before it's even out of the theaters. I could still go see Masters of the Universe in the theater right now if I wanted to, but I got it free on Amazon. And then once it leaves there, I'll probably buy it on Google Play so that I have it in the digital store that I usually, use. Uh, my gamble was that Google Play is not going to end their digital service anytime soon because there have Xbox stopped, and so did PlayStation. And so, like, you're wondering, like, is that what's going to happen? Am I gonna lose all my movies? That's gonna be some bullshit if I do. So yeah, all roll ring. I like them. Yeah, I love O ring figures. Say what you will, it's old school, but they're awesome. So okay, back to his articulation. He has a waist swivel. It's hidden by the coat, but you can see it right there, right there. The arms, you can go out that far. That's how far he goes up. If you want him to go up higher, you just twist the thing, and there you go. Now he's a Y. He went from T to Y. T Y. Thank you. Again, thank you, Bill. Thank you, Joe fan. Appreciate you guys. um, okay, so one of the things that I like about this, and I'm going to say this right now, Robo pointed this out. I saw Robo do a review of this already. Something that these DC figures do that I really really like, and that I think Robo is apparently a fan of too. I love it when they use a different plastic for each color, right? So like up here, I don't think that flower is no, it's part of this purple vest. They painted that, right? So they put a paint app on that. Could that get scratched one day? Yes, right? So like, but this vest, that's not going to get scratched down to green, right? Because that's a separate piece of plastic. Could you ruin it and break it off? Yeah, sure, but you're less likely to have the paint application scrape off. Uh, Here, this is the only other paint application. The face, the flower, and that are the only paint applications on this thing. And yet it is still colorful, vibrant, and pretty well sculpted. Uh, this this is my only issue here. I'm not sure why they thought that was okay to ship. that's fine, but there had to have been. It doesn't even come close to matching. It's so bad. Like that is just it's a big red thumb right there. It's an eyesore. Everything else about this figure, phenomenal. Like here, let's zoom in on this face. Like, look at that. Not bad. He looks a little cross-eyed, crazy, but that works. And I know it probably wasn't their intention, but it sort of looks like he's got drool in his mouth and he's seething. You know? Like that's fantastic. I don't know why he's got so many black teeth. He needs to brush better. But yeah, look and check that out. Like that's really nice. They do a good job. The hair is a separate piece. You know, they've got the eyebrows painted on, or well, okay. So I believe these are LCD printed, like or I think that's what they call it, LCD printing. So it's not bad. Oh, and like this close up, you can see like there's a gap here with the hair. These are again $13, $14 figures, right? So there's got to be yeah, Mike. He needs a dentist. um, but these are $13, $14 figures, right? So some expectations need to be hampered. If you're expecting these to be perfect, you are thinking crazy, and you gotta chill out. But actually, you can do whatever you want. You gotta be you. That's what you gotta be. I mean, like even here, look, there's this harder plastic, and then they went with a softer plastic here, and it's two different colors. Actually, I think this is, I think these are two different plastics too. Like that's crazy how many different colors and how many different plastics they have applied to this. I mean, it just goes to show you that there's a lot more to making toys than sometimes we think. Now, here's the funniest thing about this. Right? None of these figures have any ankle articulation. This one kind of does. Look at that. I can twist his foot to the side. Was that what they intended? Probably not. Probably not. But now I can articulate his foot. He does have the hip cut, so you can twist the whole thing. The knee cuts. There's no boot cut like Batman had. And the double jointed knee kind of goes like that. And he sort of kicks himself in the tails. He actually does pretty good at the whole self butt kicking. So, I mean, like, $14. Awesome articulation. Like, for $14, this is amazing articulation. Like, this is better than what we used to get as a kid. Like, this probably would have been when I was a kid collecting Motu. This probably would have been like a $3 or $4 action figure, which some people would be like, "Dude, that's way too much," or other people would be like, "Oh, that's perfect." It's so funny how like nowadays, like my vintage Motu figures will sell for some of them are 30, some of them are 40 and 50 and onwards. I've got some that are worth like like my scare glow probably worth about $100 outside of the box, probably worth about $100. But like those were $3, $4 figures when I was a kid. And so it's funny, like some of those sell for how much I buy figures for nowadays. I'm not trying to get rid of any of my vintage stuff either. I love it, and it has a special place in my heart. Right, my family can sell them when I die, or keep one each, so that they can have something to remember me by. Okay, wait, I gotta go back a little bit because some folks have said some stuff. Joker needs a dentist. Yes. Joe Fan said, I saw the new Batman figure at Walmart. It was the 89 Keaton one, black and yellow box. Looked decent. Yeah, that's not the one that I picked up. He's exactly the same as this, but the color scheme is different, right? Like, so it's the same sculpt, I believe, just different paint deco. But it looks awesome. I will still actually pick it up if I can grab it. But yeah, I'm not looking to be a completionist with this line though. And after this weekend, I may know which direction I'm going once they finally show us what the new collector line of DC figures is. because I'm excited. I'm excited to have DC figures paired up with some of my Marvel Legends and stuff like that. You know, how cool would it be to see, and to have, in your display Spider-Man shooting Batman in the face with webbing? I've seen it. There was one comic out there that had it, and I saw it, and I loved it. It was funny. So, I mean, this is an exciting line. Like, the second they said, and I remember, me and Bill were talking about this on one of his live streams, and I said, I was like, I'm so excited for these things. Like, they're going to be, if they do a good job with these, just like they did with Motu and stuff like that, the quality, the sculpts, they're fantastic. It's gonna be good. And look at what we got. We got some good stuff. Joker is honestly my least favorite right now, just because of those damn knees. If it wasn't because of those knees, I'd be okay. I'd be okay. Wait. Yeah, there's his booty. He's got more of a gadonk on him, or a badonk on him, than Batman does. And I know badonk is not the word anymore. Nobody ever says that. It's gyat. You have to call somebody's butt a gyat. And I think that's even out of style now too. I don't know. Kids these days, man, they are faster than we were. But yeah, wonderful figure. All right, so like let's take a look at his big accessory is this gun. And I mean, look at this thing. It is ridiculous and awesome because it's ridiculous. Um, I don't know what that's supposed to plug into, but maybe it's supposed to go on his back. Nah, there's no hole. Let's see if it fits the hole on Batman. We're gonna put Joker's plug in Batman's hole, and it's the right size. So like it's the right. Maybe that's the intention. I don't know. Or maybe there's going to be a Joker mobile somewhere down the road that you can plug that into. Uh, Probably. This is the kid's core line. So, and then they give him a trigger, but they don't give him a trigger finger. They kind of recess it and move it. Like if you notice, he's kind of got it, but it's not going to go around any trigger. They should have just not put the trigger, spot on there. But right off the bat, like he wants to, like, his wrists are not holding the gun well. My gun is huge though. All right, so we're gonna try and get him to hold this, and I'm gonna position him off to the side for right now. He does come with these masks, and real quick, we'll pop one on. Let's see if we can. It goes on pretty easy. I'm assuming that's supposed to be Robin's face. So there's Robin, or maybe it's Green Lantern. I don't know. Maybe that's Green Lantern. You know what? I think it's Green Lantern. I don't know if that's Robin. Well, maybe it's Robin. I don't know. I don't have Robin, so I can't really say. All right, so here's with the flash mask on. Interesting. And then with the Batman mask on. All right. All right. So we'll do that. We're gonna push him off to the side. I'm gonna shove him back a little bit so I got some room. I gotta work here. Maybe we'll just do this. It's gonna go to the ground so he doesn't fall over. All right, so what are we saying here? Let's take a moment to read comments. Bill says, JoeFan84, that was the Beast Kingdom Batman. I bought him. It's a 1:9 scale figure. Ooh, Beast Kingdom Batman. 1/9 scale figure. What is that? That's about, what is it, about 8 or 9 inches tall? Maybe, I think. Ish. Is the cape cloth? Yes, the cape is cloth on these. If you're asking about Batman, yes, the cape is cloth. It is a cloth good cape, but I don't like, I said when I opened it, I mentioned this, like it looks like it's getting some runs in it, and what it reminds me of is like one of those like quick dry sport shirts that get runs in them real easy. So you got to be careful with it. Like why that's the route that they took for the kids toy line is another, because kids are rough on toys, it is. and Wired. Oh, you're talking about the okay, you're still talking about that other Batman. Yeah, that's the Beast Kingdom Batman. I don't know. I haven't seen that one. Um, I'll have to check that out. That looks pretty dope. The way Bill describes it, it sounds good. It's got a wired cape and everything. I was looking at this Batman to see if it was if possible to change it out. And you got to do some work. You're going to have to like get in there and pull things apart. And you may have to employ hot water and a pry bar and pull it all apart and then hope for the best, honestly, because it looks like it's made to not come apart. Um, Keaton is your favorite Batman, Joe fan. All right, I get that. Keaton was the Batman. Like I was a kid when that first Batman came out, and I saw that movie. I want to say twice in the movie theater when I was a kid. My mom liked it so much we wound up seeing it again. Uh, let's see. The Spot from Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse kicked his own butt too. Oh, did he? Yeah. You know what? I never did pick him up. I almost picked him up like 2 or 3 times, and I just never did. I should have. It's a good looking figure. Um, but we make choices. I'm sure there was something Motu that I needed to buy, and I was like, oh, I can't do this one. I'll do this one. Bill says 2 weeks ago, Sunday Hangout on my channel. Look what showed up. Sunday Hangout on the 50th month. Okay, I'll take it a look. I'll check it out. I'll try to see it because that sounds pretty cool. I want to definitely check that out. Is it who makes it? Is it you said it's Beast Kingdom? Beast Kingdom Batman. Now is that like I don't know. I'll have to check it out. I won't ask too many questions. Da, da, da. Why does Batman have a hole in his back? I don't know. Like I don't know, but it's there, and there's a hole in his cape. So I got to assume that like at some point they're going to have accessories that like clip onto them and stuff like that. Like I have no idea because nothing on these sprues says put this in the back. And the Joker doesn't have one, but he might have one underneath the shirt, but obviously that doesn't help because you can't take the jacket off. Whatever. Okay, so here's the sprue, and we're gonna pop these off. I'll see how quick I can do this. But pulling out my Gerber dime. We don't want to ruin anything. I just, I don't know if this is like cheaper for Mattel to do or what. Like, what's the deal with this? I mean, sure, it's a thing. Do we get other toy lines that do this? Ninja Turtles did this like crazy. I hated it. I don't like it when I gotta do work for my toy. It's hard enough to open the box. I'm old. Get off my lawn. Back in my day, we didn't have to build the toys like this. Actually, that's not true. Anybody who had G.I. Joe, you had to take all of that shit apart and put it all back together. What I need out of life is I need to become independently wealthy so that I can stop giving a fuck. Like, I just want to get to a point where I don't have to give a fuck anymore. No fucks need to be given. That's where I want to be. So, and I don't know if you guys noticed this or not, but I'm gonna try and I decided this the other day. So if you saw the thumbnail for this live stream, you saw that I kind of turned my logo into a mascot. Yeah, we're gonna call him Dude, and he's gonna be like my own version of Eddie or Vic. If you're a metalhead, you know exactly what I'm talking about. All right, we've done all the damn work. So now I don't understand this thing. I think this is just a thing that he holds up. Like, I don't know. Like, this thing is weird. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Here, you know what? Let's look at the instructions. Oh, those are the Batman ones. Damn it. Where'd the Joker ones go? There we go. Okay, so let's take a look. We got all of this going on, and then on the back. So they show him holding the gun. It looks like they're trying to have him hold the gun with two hands. You load that up. It don't say anything about what the heck all that stuff is. So like Batman came with a bunch of these too. Like these things. I'm assuming they're like landmines or something like that, or I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the heck this thing is. I'm assuming it's a mine. It's got to be, right? And then we got this goofy thing, which, I mean, he just holds it. Like, is it a mask? Maybe it's a mask, right? Right? I don't know. I don't know. There's too much going on there. You know what we're going to do? We're going to have him hold it by the peg on the bottom and see if that works out. Oh, that kind of works out all right. Actually, it's not bad. He's holding it at the bottom. All right, so we're going to put one in. We're going to load it up. It doesn't fit that way. There we go. Is that like... I think that's just a holder spot. The bottom one? Yeah, because that one actually... Here, I'm going to... Oh, that is just... What? Maybe I didn't clip enough off of the sprue or something. I don't know. All right, we're going to shave that off. We're going to see if we can get it to work, because that was the lamest shoot I've ever seen. And that better not be all you get out of that. All right, so we're going to shave off the sprue spot. And then let's see, is there anything on here? Don't think so. Okay, so let's try this again. Maybe, oh, that clicked a little better. All right, yeah, that's much better. Okay, so and then I guess you just keep the second one or another one in there. So let's see. I'm gonna pop that in, and that one went in real nice and easy too. Does it close nice? Yeah, it does. It closes actually pretty good around there. Nobody likes the runs. Whoa, what did I just say? Who's talking about getting the runs? Hang on. Hang on. I just saw some stuff in here. I need to know what this conversation is all about. All right, so let's see if we can get him to balance without falling down. I think we got him. I'm pulling closer. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Yeah, that's perfect. And then we're going to turn him on. And we'll let him spin around and you guys can take a look at him. And I'm going to take a look at the comments, because what? Nobody likes the runs. I don't know where that came from. And I see that Michael Gutierrez deleted a couple of messages. I'm not sure what you guys were talking about. Mike says, I know you don't have Robin, but which Robin is it? Here, actually, I could probably show you from the back art. Not on this one. Let me grab one of the other boxes real quick. Hang on. I tossed them across from me. That's how you know you're getting old. You just stand up and everything starts hurting. Let's see. That one have Robin? Yeah, this one has Robin. It is. I'm not going to tell you definitively that that's like Jason Todd, but I think it's the Jason Todd one. But he has pants, and as best as I know, he is smaller than Batman. So, like scale-wise, he works. That's what I've been hearing. I have yet to see him in the wild, but I do know that the toy shop or the comic shop that I bought him at least the Joker. They did have Robin, but not once I got there. Right, they had already sold out of them. They had a few of them, and it's funny too because this place doesn't usually have all of the newest toys. So, and the fact that they had these guys in there today already is kind of impressive. I'm having trouble getting them to stand. I think that'll work. I think that'll work. Watch, he just goes head diving. But yeah, let's continue on here. So I don't know which Robin this is. They might say more on his packaging, but it is a classic looking Robin visually, like blue and or green and whatnot. I know that we are getting a Nightwing, so he's definitely not the Dick Grayson Robin, right? Or maybe he is, and that's just another multiverse thing. I don't know. I hope they're not doing that. But yeah, it looks good. I'm gonna pick up Robin when I see him, just because I gotta have Batman, Robin, and the Joker. Uh, it all depends on whether or not I really want Superman version. If I don't know, these things are so cheap, I may just collect it anyways. I mean, I've got most of this wave, so I might. Beast Kingdom is the name of the company that makes the '89 Batman figure. Okay, that's right. And I want to say I've seen that on like Toy News International. I'm pretty sure I've seen that in the news there. Not that I'll buy this, but is McFarlane making a movie Clayface figure? I doubt it. I don't think McFarlane has the rights to any of that. I think his rights to DC are ending this year. By what I heard, he's possibly still going to be doing like maquettes and like vinyl statues. So I mean, there's still going to be that. And there was rumor that he may regain some rights to do DC figures. I don't know. We'll see. The future is kind of crazy when it comes to the toy industry. Like, remember when they said that we were going to be doing Origins for forever, and then they stopped selling most of the Origins in the stores, and they made Scott Knightlick wrong, and now they're rebooting it, and so they're making Scott Knightlick wrong again. Like, and I love Scott. Listen, I'm a fan of Scott Knightlick. I love his show. I love. I even like the Egyptian mythology and the Egyptian writing that videos that he does. And I think that Scott was right at the time. I think that what he was told by somebody on the inside was that they're going to be ending Origins at the stores, and that's what he stated. And everybody jumped down his throat about that, like he was such a arrogant jerk or something like that. But the guy was still plugged in. Like as far as I know, I think he still works as a consultant to the toy industry. So I don't know. I don't know why people wanted to like slam him so hard. I know that the new Mattel team at that time were not big fans of his, and maybe there was some internal fighting back when Scott was still there. Who knows? There could be some bad feelings, and you know, hey, I guess that happens. But what are you going to do? You move on. Do I think that Scott is 100% correct all the time? No, I don't. I don't think so. Every human being can make a mistake. And to crucify that man and make him seem like he's the biggest jerk in the toy industry for saying that Motu Origins was gonna end at retail is crazy. And to some degree, he wasn't lying. What they did was they started doing the cartoon collection. So like the Origins line itself wasn't going to continue in stores, even though they did, but they didn't. It wasn't going to be their main line, right? And I think that was all that the information that he had that he was relaying. But man, did people really jump on him about that? Hey, that was yesterday. Today's today. You need to cut those parts off the spree with a hobby knife. I know, but I got what I got right now. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Usually, I use a set of clippers, right? Not nail clippers, but I guess some people call them nail clippers. But at my Target and a couple of not WalMarts, but a couple of other toy stores, I always see them sold by all the hobby models and stuff like that. And they're like, it's like scissors, but they're not scissors, but they're clips. And those are like the best. But I don't know where the heck right now. So so that's what I usually use. I know scissors. I'm a heathen. Arthritis makes it hurt to put stuff together now. I know. I know. I know. It's like I'm still a kid on the inside though, right? But not on the outside. Mike, you're right. It does kind of look like an axe. I don't know why it has holes on the back of it though. I feel like I'm missing something here. Like that there's something that I can do with this, but I don't know what. Like again, maybe this is something that is going to come later on down the road and something plugs into this, or I don't know. Or, and Mattel likes to do this a lot, maybe this was something that was made for another toy line and they repurposed it for this toy line. Mattel does that a lot. He-Man was fraught with it. I mean, most of the He-Man, a lot of the He-Man stuff was a throwback to Big Jim, right? Which we saw in the movie. There you go. I'm gonna shave it off and probably cut myself. There we go. That's a little better. I've got a Gundam that I actually want to put together as a live stream at some point, but I know that that's going to be slow going. I don't know. I don't know if I have the patience for it. We'll see. I don't know if I can sit on live stream that long. Although this one's been going for a while now, so thank you guys for hanging out with me. It was kind of a lazy Saturday, and I just figured I had to do what I got to do. I got to run. Going to my parents for dinner. Have a great one. Have a great one, Joe. Tell your mom and dad I said hi. I don't know them. I'm just saying, hey, say hi to everybody. Talking about the Cape has runs. Oh, yeah, nothing. Yeah, we don't want anything to have runs. Definitely not myself. All right, Joe Fan, you have a good night, brother. It could be Dick Grayson. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. It's got probably Dick Grayson, just because we are going to get a Nightwing. So yeah, that could work out great. Lives get away from you. I try to feed the ducks at the 2-hour mark. What? How come McFarlane didn't make figures based on the Creature Commandos show? He might not have had the rights to it. That might have been a whole nother set of rights, like, because it was produced as a show, and maybe whoever put that out wasn't trying to sell it to McFarlane. They haven't made any toys for that anywhere, so maybe we'll get some. I don't know. You're saying on your shows you try to feed the ducks at the 2-hour. Oh, you mean you take like a break, basically. It's a song that plays while I say my good night or final thoughts before ending a stream. Oh, okay. Well, why do I feel like I know I've probably gotten through there. I just don't know why I can't remember it. I'm going to have to go back and watch one of your streams and make sure that I know what the heck I'm thinking. I'm sorry. I'm so bad. I'm so bad at keeping up on everything else. Like there's so many creators that I like. Bill, I always try to. Whenever I see that you guys are going live, I try to tune in and watch whatever you guys are doing. I guess and I have a lot of friends online that are like that. It's like Brick Something does a bunch of live stuff, and I just don't always have a chance to watch it. Oz right now, Ostradamus' toys doing the Clubhouse right now. They're doing the 24-hour Comic-Con feed. And hey, that's awesome. Like I can't always tune into everybody, but I try to. Bill, you're one of my personal favorites. I used to tune into Adam all the time too, but he hasn't been around anymore. But uh, if you guys are ever doing any kind of live streams and you want me to know about it, throw me a quick message on Instagram. Let me know that you're doing it, and I'll try to tune in. I'll definitely be a part of it. Uh, I try. I've got a lot going on these days. I mean, there is my channel, but then there's also like my kid is in like 5 million different things. She does scouts. That takes up a huge amount of time. So like, there's that, and then I'm working. So yeah, I'll definitely do your show, bro. Anytime. I've been trying to figure out a way where like a bunch of us can maybe do like a weekly show and just like kind of hang out, kind of like Oz does, and have like a big panel of just all of us folks that just want to BS about the things that we love. I like Oz's thing. I'm but sometimes I feel like the show is way less about toys and just more about like everybody being friends, and that's cool. I'm not against that. I'm just saying like sometimes that's not really what I'm looking for. Or I'll tune into Punk with Toys. Lawrence is one of my favorites. Him and I have been friends, acquaintances for a few years now. I haven't really talked to him a lot lately, but his show and his channel are still going strong. Lots of new GI Joe stuff coming out, so I'm excited for him for that. But yeah, doubt he made any for lanterns. Wait, Mike says McFarlane has only made figures for the Superman movie and the Supergirl movie. He also made a season 2 figure of Peacemaker, but no Vigilante or Judo Master from that show. Yeah, I know. If it was Batman, he would have made it. Sorry. I love messing and ripping on McFarlane for the fact that it's always Batman fest at McFarlane Toys, and I get it. He likes Batman. For a long time, we were really dying to get some Superman. Now we got a bunch of Supermen, and nobody's ever happy with those either. So, it's weird. It's crazy. It's funny. Oh, he says, yeah, family first. I get it. Doubt he made any for lanterns. Oh, McFarlane. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where his license ends, because I thought he wasn't supposed to be getting anything new at the start of this year. It was basically going to be petering out everything that he had done prior and everything that he had planned, and that he wasn't getting any of the new properties. But maybe he got the movies and Mattel didn't, or something. But I think I saw some. I want to say I saw some movie stuff that was made by Mattel, but maybe I read that wrong. But yeah, I mean, so far Mattel is kind of knocking it out the park with these, except for Joker's knees. Those are ridiculous. Those are the worst knees I've ever seen. All right, so we're gonna pull him off to the side. All right, Joker's gonna. I'm gonna pose him up so that he can be like shooting at Batman. We're gonna turn him to the side. Well, there you go. That might do it. All right, so we're gonna stick him here. Hopefully he doesn't fall over. He doesn't want to stand with that gun in his hand. It's not easy. I got a stand around here somewhere. Hang on, let me see if I can find that stand. It's usually right here in my way. Where the heck did I put it? Of course, now that I need it, it's not here. That's fine. Fine. I'll just put the gun down. It's fine. It's fine. I don't know what Joker's doing with his hand there, though. I put that off to the side. That don't look right. Looks a little inappropriate. Not safe for work, definitely. Oh boy, I have stories about that kind of shit. Anyways, so we're gonna scoot this off to the side, and we're gonna bring in. Wait for it. Oh, they're kissing. Oh, they're gonna make a baby. Oh, plop. There we go. I made a baby, and it is the Batman who laughed, or as they're calling it, Jokerized Batman, glow in the dark accessories. Okay, he's got some stuff that glows in the dark. I don't have my black light over here. Dang it. I might be able to get it to glow though. We'll see. We'll see. We'll try. All right, back of this one, we've got these folks. Now, Green Lantern. I have seen Green Lantern in the wild. He looks pretty damn good, like the rest of them. And then we've got Superman here and the '89 Batman, or stealth suit Batman. Let's see if we can close up on that. And like I said, like it appeared, and I could be wrong, but it still does look like it. It's just a black repaint of the Batman that we just opened. And then there's Joker fell over again. That gun is not conducive to posing. And then we got Batman here, Superman here. He looks fantastic, actually. I was on the fence like a few minutes ago of like, I don't know if I'm going to get Superman. But now looking at that and knowing that they come with cloth capes, I'm probably going to have to pick that up. But we're going to talk about this guy right here. And we're going to zoom back out so that we can open him up. Because I've been in here I had you guys here for like almost 2 hours, more than 2 hours now. And I have yet to open up all 3 of these figures. It's starting to make me think I need to live stream a little bit longer when I do my Motu stuff. Maybe I'll get more folks to come on in and hang out. Okay, so like these screws, I don't like that they put these screws in a separate piece of plastic now. I can safely say that, having done this a couple of times. It's super annoying for a superhero. All right, and first things first, there is tape on the cape. Thankfully, I am opening him up relatively soon to when these guys were put on the shelves, right? But as we all know, being collectors, that if you have a figure that just came out of the box that you've had it in for a long time, it's going to leave some residue. And that's always said. They don't use those plastic snappy tie things, the little snaps that Motu figures have that hold them in their blister packs. I'm super glad that they don't put those in here. I hate those things. They always make it difficult to unbox a figure. But it's still, every single one has had the super villains epitaph on here. And I mean, okay. But, you know, Batman, the original Batman is not a supervillain. So I don't know if that was a mistake or what. I know that, like, here's a funny little fact that when they announced that the new movie version Origins Skeletor, boy, is that a mouthful right there. When they put that Skeletor out, they showed him on the Masterverse crossover Thundercats backing, which is kind of funny. It's like, oh, dude, what? And it said he was Tigra. So hilarious, but not great. Like, you should have taken a little bit more time with that. All right, so we got all this stuff. Looks like we got a few more batarangs and stuff like that. And then he comes with more masks, just like the other, the Joker does. These are kind of cool. I like these. This one's neat. I'm digging that. And we got like Superman Joker face, and then a black Batman Joker face. Not that he's African American, that he's in the black suit. Oh boy, I'm gonna get canceled for that one. Let's see. It goes on very nice. Fits on pretty good. That looks kind of cool, actually. It's kind of dope. Wait. Let's see. Will this fit on her? I got Evelyn. Ah, look at that. It fits on a Motu figure. Evelyn, Evelyn. That's great. That's stupid. Okay. Anyways, so and then here's the spree or sprue, or I don't know. I always call them sprues. I don't know if that's the correct saying. Sometimes I screw it up and I call them a sprig, but I know that that's not the correct thing. So we got this weird bomb looking thing. I think that's a bomb. Yep. We got a batarang, and we got some of these dealies like the other Batman had that he could clip onto his belt. We got some glow in the dark handcuffs, kinky, and some more batarangs of different varieties. And then we've got this like weird boxing glove that's going to go on his hand. So again, I'm sorry, Bill, I'm going to send some more, but you know I have to. It's what I got. It's what I got to work with right now. I will do my best to do better in the future. Mike says the only Justice Gang members he made figures for were Mr. Terrific and Metamorpho. Yeah. Well, and then also like keep in mind some of those, like the kids figures, those are Spin Master. So like I don't know who the hell does Spin Master, but I don't think it's McFarlane Toys. I don't think McFarlane does the Spin Master toys. Is that the 2000X Evelyn? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. All of my 2000X figures are on my photo stand or my video stand where I work, because I've been doing the 2000X figures, but I also like I don't actually have a place carved out for the 2000X figures, so I just put them up here, and I'm kind of digging that, but I do. There's some figures I got to put away. Some figures I'm probably going to be putting up for sale. I don't know. I'm still on the fence about what I'm going to do about because like I'm going to take my what is it the Turtles of Grayskull figures. I love some of those to death. So I'm going to probably keep some of them and have them be part of the my Masters of the Universe Origins diorama. But some of them I'm just like I collected them to do videos for, and I'm only kind of half into that. Although those figures were really good, they were really cool for what they are, but they're just not. It's like when you start to assess like what you got room for and what you gotta move out for new stuff. Turtles of Grayskull is on the chopping block. Some of it I'm going to keep. Some of it I'm not. I'm probably going to keep all of the turtles, at least the favorite versions of them, because I don't like that second Mikey that they put out, but I like the second version of Donatello better than I liked the first version of their Donatello. And then Leo is a little better in the second version, but I think the first version of Raphael was way better, and so was the first version of Mikey. Again, opinions. You may not agree with me, and that is okay. We can still be friends, my boys, because if we tried to make everybody think the same exact thing, that's something we would call fascism, and that's not America. America. I'm not real mega or nothing like that, but I do firmly believe that America is a wonderful land of opportunity and freedoms. We are not the freest nation in the world anymore, but I don't know if I like all the other alternatives. Right? I'm just going to make that assessment right now. Some other places, not going to be my jam. This is where I grew up. This is where I live. This is what I love. This is home. All right, so we're popping this bad boy together. Supposedly this glows in the dark. It appears to be a bomb. Okay, so we got a bomb. Oh, sorry. Oh, you know what? And we're gonna do a zoom up on him, but I think the way I did it last time, I want to try and do it where I've got like all the accessories pulled apart. So we've got this. We're going to stick this up here with him. And he's got two things of handcuffs. Now, he's got those peg posts. And I guess you can put like, put one of these here, although that goes sideways. Oh, that's interesting. So that's not going to fit on there like that. But you can put batarangs on there all day. We'll put one of these batarangs on here. Okay. And then we'll put like one of these tubey things. It's probably a smoke bomb or something. And then we'll put one of these batarangs on there. You know, a little variety. Now again, he's got the cloth goods cape, and he's got a hole in his cape as well. I'm gonna guess Superman's gonna end up having a hole in his cape too. This belt looks like it could probably come off, but I'm trying to see. I think the belt buckle is right up here. Yep. Yep, belt buckle comes off. So if you don't like the belt, you can get rid of it. But I mean, it's Batman. He's gotta have his utility belt, even if he is the Jokerized Batman. The face is great. I love that face sculpt. It's kind of fantastic. All right, so he's got this boxing glove thing. So we're gonna. It looks like you have to put it together around his hand. So we're gonna stick it off on that side right there, and I'm going to try to work this on as best as I can. Oh, come on, get in there. Oh, that's not going so well. Maybe I don't have it on right. I don't know. Maybe see his the spikes on his gauntlets are kind of getting in the way. That's weird. Oh, okay. There's a cutout for it. All right. I see. I got you. So he's got this glow in the dark punching glove, right? And then all these other bits and bobs are glow in the dark too. We'll kill the lights in a minute, and I'll see if we can make them glow a little bit. Don't know if we'll get there, but we're gonna try because it's daylight, and I do have windows that are open in this area. All right, so we're gonna pop them up there. We're gonna zoom out, and Alexa, turn off the basement lights. Okay, a little bit more dark. Okay. Alexa, turn off the dungeon lights. Yeah, I call my toy room the dungeon. Some people call their toy rooms the dungeon too. They mean something else. Oh, where's the off button? There we go. Okay, so it's not the most amazing glow ever. Let's try this again. But let me get it close to one of these lights for a moment and charge it up, and we'll see if it does any better without it. I'm kind of kicking myself. I didn't realize that this was glow in the dark. So it's like I don't have. I mean, it's kind of glowing a little bit. It's not amazing, but I mean, anything that glows in the dark is awesome. Period. I don't care. So, I mean, sorry if that's not great, but it's more of a. It's more of a incentive for you to go out and check it out yourself, right? I ain't trying to sell this for Mattel. I don't care. Mattel's got plenty of reps and salespeople to work for them. I ain't trying to do their job for them. What I am trying to do is just show you the toys that I get. So I mean, just like the other Batman, he's got, shoulder articulation. He's got elbow articulation that's on a swivel, so you can move that all over the place. The hands swivel, they rotate, and then he's got a horizontal rocker. No spiky or no spiky, no pew pew hand, right? No gun hands in any of these. They don't have separate fingers like GI Joe Classified series or a lot of other figures have. Actually, some of the Motu Chronicles figures have pew pew hands and pew pew fingers, right? So that they can like pull a trigger. It's kind of interesting. Um, but yeah, he's got a waist swivel, right? The head is not incredible. Well, actually, this is way better than the Joker's one is. His head definitely moves way better. Definitely a lot more range to it. But yeah, he's got a spiky glove. He's got some handcuffs. Like I said, kinky. Batman don't be a freak. But I love these like the stitches. Those are really cool. And this is obviously it's the same. They wave one, they put out the same figure 3 times, but they're making it work. Like, because this is the same exact buck that Batman back there has. Same exact. Like, I ain't kidding you. So they've got a black Batman, this Batman, and then right and blue and gray Batman. Can we say Mattel is taking major notes from McFarlane? Why do we always get more Batman than anything else? Like, I swear. But yeah, he's got hip cut. It looks as though the boot is a boot cut. There's no ankle articulation, but everything else kind of works right. The knees are different. I don't know if they're meant to look like they're knee pads or something, but there is a different kind of plastic in there, and it does stand out, and it's a darker plastic. That plastic matches the boots, so I'm assuming that was what their intention was to match those two plastics up. But I love the colors of this. Like, this is like one of my new favorite figures, honestly. Like, this is super cool. It's wicked looking. It's got some awesome stuff. He's got a nice booty on him. I mean, I'm not looking for dude booty, but hey, booty is booty. Sometimes, not in all facets, but shapely. Right, he works out. It looks like it. And that face, he's got like a little bit of a kind of like a Jason Momoa, The Rock eyebrow thing going on, right? Nice. I like it. I think these are fantastic. All right, we're gonna pose these guys all out on my turntable, and we'll have them rotate, and you can look at them while we discuss. And I look at some of the comments. All right. So, Alexa, turn on the dungeon lights. There we go. That's better. Some background light. We needed that. Joker's all kind of janked up right now. He's not. He's out of the 3 of them. He is the least well posed. Like, ooh, sorry. I hope that didn't blip out too bad. One of my alarms went off. It's telling me that it's 6:30 already. Good Lord. I've been streaming for almost 3 hours now, guys. And you guys have been with me. Holy cow, you've been watching this for almost 3 hours. Thank you. I appreciate that. All right, so and I am not saying that out loud. He's running for a 4th time, though, right? He just made that announcement. Like, oh my God, what is happening in this country? Anyways. No, Spin Masters makes Spin Master toys. Spin Masters had the license for the kids' toys, and they lost their license back to Mattel. Ah, okay. So Spin lost their license to Mattel. I gotcha. What's John saying before that? No, McFarlane has nothing to do with Spin Master. Otherwise, it wouldn't have all the females that it has in the line. Spin Masters doesn't do or I'm not sure which way you were going with that comment. But yeah, McFarlane Toys definitely doesn't have enough female figures, I would say. Um, and definitely not the superpowers ones either. Although I heard that like some of the last few waves have been kind of female heavy. So I mean that's cool. They're doing good stuff. One of my favorite channels is Toys. He's always all about like the female figures that superpowers has forgot to make or just never got around to doing because they canceled the line. Um, and like he always talks about the figures that he hopes he could get. I love that. His channel is really good. He does some fantastic toy documentaries. And if you have an affinity for female action figures, which I do, you will probably enjoy that channel just as much as I do. I love female action figures. It's not a pervy thing to me. It's kind of one of those things where like I didn't have any females in my toys when I was a kid. Actually, that's not true. I had Jinx. She was the only female GI Joe figure I had. I wanted Scarlet. I wanted CoverGirl. I wanted Lady J. I didn't get any of those. Um, I don't know why. I was into them and I wanted them. Uh, I remember I remember asking for Princess of Power toys, and I know my dad swears it's not true, and I've told this story several times. And I love my dad. I'm not mad at him, but he wouldn't buy me any of the Princess of Power toys. Uh, Keep in mind, if you want reference, look up what the card and boxes for Princess of Power looked like. I can guarantee you that my dad, back in the 80s, when homophobia was pretty strong still, definitely would not have gotten that for his little boy. Like it's not like, and I don't think I hold it against him. That's not like what you would walk into a toy aisle and think you're getting for a little boy. It's just not necessarily. Not unless you already have it established that you have a little boy who likes to play with dolls. That was not who I was. So I mean, it's not like that's a bad thing or anything like that. I'm just saying, like that's not who I was. So I get it. My dad wouldn't have bought it, but I assure him every time, like if you see the Princess of Power toy box, you're gonna tell me that that is something that you would not have bought. But I don't think my dad is. I don't think my dad can think like he's not like he's not thinking about the person that he was back then and like what society was like back then. It was a lot more acceptable to be a homophobe back then. I mean, people weren't talking openly about homosexuality like they do today. I'm not saying that you have to, and I'm not trying to push that kind of thing on anybody. I'm just saying, like, it's a thing that's in the world today, and we're a
Are
little
you
bit more
still on
relaxed.
your live?
I am. I just finally opened up the third figure I was working on.
Like, I want to help you. You're going too fast. I'm like more than halfway down with the deck.
All right, give me a few minutes. I'm going to wrap this up.
Well,
But
yeah.
take a break. Take a break, and then I'll come out and help.
Oh, I don't know that I have any more.
Oh, okay. Anyway, so reading comments because I'm slacking in my husbandly duties. Not those husbandly duties, but helping out with the work. Under Trump, no, I said I can't read them. Mattel should have the rights for the Man of Tomorrow movie, right? I don't know. I got to assume, but we'll see. They're already doing this. Maybe there were some deals. Maybe McFarlane and Mattel are getting some of it. Maybe they're not. He says spiky boxing glove. Yes, sir. All music fan, Jeff. Hey, what's going on, brother? You are catching us at the very butt end of this. I do have to wrap this up because I got to go help my wife. And there are some things that I was going to work on at home, too. Um, but yeah, hope you're doing well, brother. I haven't talked to you in a bit. Um, I like all the Mattel DC figures. Yeah, they're looking pretty good, man. What's Batman doing with a gun? I'm pretty sure that's his grappling hook. I think. Oh, maybe that's what the I don't know. I have yet to find out or figure out how these work. Like we've got a bunch of different like little little toys, weapons that they come with like this, and like here's the weapons rack that Batman comes with. I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with this thing. Maybe I'm supposed to put that on the gun or something. I don't know. It's weird though, right? Like, I think it's his grappling gun. I'm gonna assume, Jeff. I have to. um. Oh, Mike, I'll see you later, man. You have a good night. Thank you for coming in, and always thank you for helping me fact check stuff. It is truly appreciated. Um, but yeah, these are looking pretty tight. I definitely have to hunt myself down a Robin, and I'm probably gonna pick up that Superman. But I think that might be all. I don't need another toy line to collect. I do want some of the if what I saw is what's gonna be the kind of adult collector line for DC. Man, I'm definitely in on. There's some B-listers that I'm probably not going to get, but I'll definitely pick up a Batman. I'll definitely pick up a Superman. Definitely got to get. If there's a Hal Jordan, I'm going to get him. If there's a John Stewart, I'm going to get him. Uh, yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of different DC like figures that I really, really want. But that like every time I'd see them as a McFarlane figure, I'd be like, I don't know. I'm just like that. I guess I don't know. Todd McFarlane seems like a cool guy. I would love to hang out with him. He seems like he'd be a lot of fun, right? I don't know. I'm just not. I just don't jive with his toys. I know I got a bunch of friends that are kind of exactly the same. Like they don't like MCU figures. I'm not a big fan of the MCU figures, and they don't like McFarlane figures. And it's not the majority. Like McFarlane does great. Like he sells lots of action figures, so I'm assuming that he's doing just fine. It's going to be interesting to see what he transitions into, not doing DC anymore. But we'll see. Maybe he's going to pick up something new. Maybe he's going to start something new. We can only hope. Maybe we're just going to get a crap ton of Spawn figures coming soon. That's not a terrible thing either. Spawn's kind of cool. It's not my jam, but hey, if that's what your thing is, awesome. I hope it happens. All right, guys. Having said all of that and having rambled your faces off for like 3 hours now, I love you all. Bill, thank you so much for making a contribution to the channel. Joe Fan 84, thank you for making a Joe Fan 84 contribution to the channel. I will. Maybe I'll pick up. Maybe I'll pick up the Flash. Maybe I'll run over to my comic shop and I'll pick up the Flash and I'll bust that out on Motu Tuesday for you guys. That'll be enough to cover the Flash. It should be good. You guys have a wonderful evening. I love you all. I will see you guys on the next live stream, which will be on Motu Tuesdays. Yeah, see, I ended up the same way I do Motu Tuesdays. Bye, kids. I got some chores I got to do. I love you all. I'll see you soon. Send me messages. Tell me what you want to do. Let me know if you guys want to work on some projects together. Bill, I'm definitely down for anything you got going on. Let me know. All right. I will talk to you kids later. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Bye now. Wait. Oh. I'm going to fist you.